Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is story about what if Naruto brings back Sasuke, awarded with rank of Chunin, and congratulated by his friends. Part 1. Before I start, please do support for more amazing content and comments for part 2. Do consider to subscribe my channel and share my video to your friends and check out the description as well. Let's start the video. Rasengan! Naruto shouted, jumping towards Sasuke. Chidori! Sasuke shouted, jumping towards Naruto. As both genin jumped at each other with their strongest attacks, the attacks clashed, causing a huge explosion. Boom! Naruto awakened from being knocked a few moments later, just to see Sasuke doing the exact same, but he still wasn't waking up. SAS Sasuke team? Naruto called, but no answer from Sasuke. You bastard, you're lucky that I was sent to retrieve you, not kill you, but it looks like I beat you. Naruto said, looking at Sasuke still unconscious on the ground. I'll come get you, Sasuke team. Naruto struggled to move, but his body was shut down, and he could hardly move. Damn it, I can't move. Well, we have to. Or probably that Kabuto bastard will come and kill me and capture you, Naruto said to himself. Seconds later, Kakashi came by and found Sasuke and Naruto laying down there on the ground. He picked Sasuke and Naruto up. Kakashi-sensei. Naruto called. Naruto, what in the world happened to you? Kakashi asked, looking at Naruto, rolling his eye towards Sasuke. I'll explain in the hospital, Naruto answered. Well, whatever happened to him, I'm sure it has something to do with Sasuke, Kakashi thought. Hours later in Konoha Hospital, Naruto was in a hospital bed sitting up. He knew the Nine Tails would heal him, but Tsunade forced him to stay there and heal. Naruto hated waiting, but he had no choice. If he would get out early, she would take away his ramen privileges away. So Naruto had to stay, but she said when he feels better he may leave the hospital. Sasuke was in the room at the other side of the hospital. There were 4 Umbu guards guarding his room, just in case if he escapes again. Knock knock, somebody was knocking the door. Come in, Naruto shouted. The people who came in were Hinata, Shino, Kiba and Akamaru, Tenten, Lee, Niji, Ino, Shikamaru and Choji. To Naruto's surprise, he seen Choji, Niji, Kiba and Akamaru walking, since Tsunade told him that they will be in the hospital for a while. Kiba, Niji, Choji, Akamaru, I thought Granny Tsunade said that you will be in a bad condition and that you will have to spend months in the hospital? Naruto asked in total shock. She did, before she gave us these, Choji said, lifting up his sleeve to show a piece of paper with handwriting on attached to his arm. What are those? Naruto questioned. Our condition isn't as bad as you think. These are pain-killing papers. They only allow you to move for an hour or so we will be returning to our rooms soon, but we thought that we should visit you and congratulate you in the mission to retrieve Sasuke. Niji explained and answered. Thanks, Niji, but I would have never get the team back if you weren't there to help me, Naruto said with a thumbs up and a smile on his face. Don't call Sasuke-kun a team, you damn team, Ino replied aggressively. Ino, Shikamaru called. Ino looked at Shikamaru with a questioning look. Do you understand what we done, just to bring that poor bastard back? Shikamaru asked. But that doesn't mean that Naruto can just. Ino was cut off by Choji. Ino, Shikamaru's right. Do you know what happened? We almost died saving Sasuke, the man who left the village. We were assigned to the mission to retrieve him, and look at us compared to him, Choji said, his eyes darkened. That bastard is only unconscious while we're bleeding out all of our blood here. If anyone is a bastard, it's him, Kiba shouted violently. Kiba, I don't think it is the time for Hinata was cut off by Shino. Hinata, Kiba has the right to talk like this. If Ino doesn't appreciate Naruto's hard work for bringing her fantasy love, then he shouldn't have brought him back. Only if I were assigned to the mission I would. Shino was cut off by Kiba. Man, can you cut that out? I don't think it would make a difference, Kiba said. I agree, Kiba. The sound Nins we faced were completely Jounin level Nins. We hardly took them down, and we would die if we haven't got our backup. Shikamaru nodded in agreement. Backup? What backup? I thought we were the only ones assigned to the mission, Naruto asked in confusion. Well, looks like Blondie's awake. Everyone turned their heads to the door to see Gaara, Kankuro and Temari. Hey Blondie, are you really awake? Because last time we met, it seemed your brain was asleep, Kankuro mocked. Bash! Temari hits Kankuro on the back of the head. Ow! Kankuro shouted in pain, rubbing the back of his head. Temari, what was that for? Kankuro asked. For mocking an injured cute boy like Naruto. Pay your respect for the person who saved Gaara, Temari demanded. Gaara closes the door behind him. Naruto, how was the mission? Did you complete it? We haven't received any word from Kakashi and the Hokage, asked Gaara. The mission was great, Naruto said with a smile. You mean the mission was a success? Questioned Shikamaru. You fought Sasuke Kyuin? Ino shouted in rage. Yeah, but I had to. It was the only way to bring him back, Naruto replied, which had led everyone into thinking Naruto beat Sasuke. How could he beat Sasuke after all these years in the academy? How could someone like Naruto beat a noble clan member, an elite-level ninja like Sasuke? Wait, are you telling us you beat Sasuke? Shikamaru asked in a mixture of shock and surprised. Yeah, I beat him, Naruto replied. What? Ino shouted in complete shock. How can he beat Sasuke-kun? I thought he was weak till I seen him in the Chunin exams when he fought against Niji. Now I hear he beat Gaara the Sanjinchuriki. And at this moment I'm hearing that he beat Sasuke-kun. I guess the Uchiha clan isn't that great at all now. Ino thought in complete surprise. Somehow Ino's temper turned into happiness for Naruto that he managed to beat Sasuke. She didn't know why, but she felt happy for him. Probably Naruto just couldn't defeat Sasuke and Sasuke had to insult him. It was beginning to bug her and feel sorry for Naruto. But now she is happy for him, and now like for what he had did. Besides, she wasn't upset that Sasuke was unconscious. She knew being a ninja would get you some serious injuries. So you managed to beat the last Uchiha. I would say that it is fated for you to never beat a noble clan. But since our fight, I now rethink everything I had said that would be fated, and know that fate can be changed. Neji complimented with a smirk. What a drag for Sasuke to get beaten by you. Shikamaru added with his arms behind his back of his head. But that's not all. Naruto's look suddenly changed from happy to sad with his eyes half closed. Everyone wondered what he meant. I think the Sasuke we know is just a costume, Naruto said in a dark tone. What do you mean? Asked Hinata. What I mean is that we were just seeing the outside of Sasuke this whole time. We never saw the inside. But I seen it, and it was dark, very, very dark, like he was like that this whole time. Everyone was stunned about what Naruto was saying, but to believe that he was telling the truth. He would never lie to his friends. Also, he's a terrible liar, more terrible than Kakashi. The Sasuke I knew was never like this, not until I fought him at the valley at the end. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that he would hurt his own comrade. Naruto added with the same dark tone. Everyone was shocked, more shocked than anything in this world. But that's not all. Naruto added. Everyone looks at him with their eyes widened except for Gaara, Temari and Kankuro. He insulted the old man's death. Naruto said quietly and darkly tone, looking down as if he's about to die. Tears formed in his eyes. You mean he insulted the third Hokage? Shino asked in surprise. There was a slight pause that lasted for 5 seconds until he gave Shino the answer. Yes. Naruto answered darkly and quietly. Slap. Naruto was slapped on the face by Ino. Liar! Ino screamed, everyone in shock, except for Naruto, who had his hand on his right cheek where Ino slapped him. He knew it was coming, but he let it happen. He didn't want it to get worse. How dare you say that about Sasuke Kun? He would never ever insult his death. He was treated well and the third gave him a home. He helped Sasuke-kun with his problem. Why would he dash? Ino was cut off by Shikamaru's outburst. Ino, shut up. Shikamaru shouted at Ino. Do you think Naruto would lie to us like that? Do you think he would say something like that about Sasuke out of jealousy? Do you? Shikamaru asked in a serious tone. The room fell in silence for a few seconds. Just as I thought. You can't answer, can you? Shikamaru turned to Naruto, who then turned his expression from shock to sad again. Naruto, you may continue. Shino stared at Naruto with his normal look, which was just his mouth covered and wearing his black dark shaded glasses. Thanks Shikamaru, Shino, I needed that. Naruto thanked. Now where I left off, I was in the middle of the battle. Flashback. Naruto and Sasuke were in the middle of their battle. Rasengan! Naruto shouted, charging towards Sasuke. Chidori! Sasuke shouted, charging towards Naruto. Both attacks hit each other, causing an explosion. Boom! Sasuke and Naruto drifted on their feet a few meters away from each other. Splash! Sasuke and Naruto were skidding across the lake with their feet intact with the water still. They both stop and return angry looks at each other. Sasuke, no matter what, I promise Sakura I will bring you back. I will not break that promise no matter what, even if I have to break every bone in your body. Naruto replied hesitantly. There you go again, acting all high and mighty. Why don't you just kill me, and the leaf won't have the Sharingan nor will Orochimaru. Sasuke said mockingly. Because I want to keep my promise to Sakura-chan. I won't break my promise no matter what. Naruto said, raising his fists at Sasuke. And why do you want to join that snake bastard anyway? He tried to destroy the leaf, he tried to kill us back at the Chunin exams, he invaded the village and he killed the old man. Naruto asked. That's right, Naruto, he killed the third Hokage. He was supposed to be stronger than Orochimaru because he was his sensei. But he died in the hands of Orochimaru, so therefore I will join him. Sasuke replied with an evil smirk on his face. Naruto then got a confused look. Why would Sasuke join this bastard? He killed the third Hokage. Doesn't Sasuke care that Orochimaru killed the third Hokage? That he killed the one man who watched over Naruto and Sasuke through the past 13 years of their lives? Doesn't he care? Because if someone like Orochimaru could kill someone like his sensei that easily, then he could teach me to kill my brother and restore the Uchiha clan. Sasuke added. But he killed the old man. Naruto protested. I don't care. Sasuke replied, which led Naruto's mind from confusion to anger. He still had his confused face on. If the third died, then that's because he was weak. He knew Orochimaru had a few forbidden jutsus, and he was only willing to use the jutsus the leaf has given him. I realize that the leaf is a weak village. I can't believe my clan stayed in the leaf. I would have left the village in search for a stronger and more respectable place. If the third died, then he deserved it. We can't have a weak Hokage, now would we, Naruto? Sasuke asked mockingly. Naruto's arms fell and just stood there, with his eyes darkened and his head looking down to the ground. He knew what the third did and appreciated him for that. He watched over the leaf and took care of all the shinobi and villagers like he was a father and they were the sons and daughters. He remembered how he felt at the funeral, sad, angry, emotionless, Probably these were the things Sasuke faced when his clan had died by the hands of his brother. You, Naruto said, clenching his fist hard. Sasuke just stood there in his fighting position, smirking evilly. You damn, Naruto said. Suddenly Naruto's head shot up and his eyes were red. Like a fox's eyes they were. Bastard. Naruto was in pure rage from the comment Sasuke made about the third Hokage. How dare you say that about the old man? He watched over you, gave you a home, and he helped you with your clan problems. Now you're just gonna insult his grave, spit at it like it's nothing. Naruto shouted in pure rage. All Sasuke could do was chuckle from Naruto's outburst like some kind of joke. After all he did for the village and you disrespect him. I will injure you so hard that even Granny Tsunade can't heal you. Naruto threatened. Soon Sasuke and Naruto charged at each other again. Sasuke's curse mark was activated. Chidori! Sasuke shouted, charging towards Naruto. Rasengan! Naruto shouted, charging towards Sasuke. Soon both attacks were about to hit, and boom! An explosion caused by the two attacks covered Naruto and Sasuke in a small flash of the explosion. Flashback ends. After Naruto told the story, Ino, Tenten and Hinata had both of their hands on their mouths. They had a few tears coming from their eyes. Kiba, Niji, Lee, Shikamaru, Akamaru and Choji clenched their fists and gritted their teeth in anger. Shino was angry himself. It may not look like it, but he was clenching his fists as well. Kankuro, Temari and Gaara didn't know about the third Hokage, but they just left the others alone, seeing how they were either sad or furious about what Sasuke had said. Naruto still remembered every word Sasuke gave him. He wished he had never heard them. He hated hearing those words in his mind. They just kept playing and playing, over again and again. We should leave now. We need to give Naruto some time. Shikamaru turned to the door and opened it. Everyone left except for Gaara, who wanted to come out last. Naruto. Gaara called. Naruto looked at Gaara. I'm very sorry about all of this. Gaara apologized. There's no need for apologizes, Gaara. I'm fine, just need rest. Naruto waved his hand. Gaara closed the door and left. But everyone didn't go far. They decided to wait for Naruto outside to hear and see how he will be doing. Guy, Asuma and Kurenai were there waiting with their teams. They thought exactly as what their Jonins and Chunin did about Naruto. They thought that the mission was a success and that Naruto should be rewarded for completing an S-rank mission at such a young age. Moments later, Jiraiya, the legendary Toad Sannin, came through the door. Surprisingly, he uses the door sometimes. Hi brat, how are you doing? Jiraiya asked, closing the door behind him. Great pervy sage. Naruto replied happily. Don't call me that. Jiraiya replied with a pissed-off look. Jiraiya took a seat next to Naruto's bed. Listen kid, Tsunade and the council have decided what to do about this little fiasco. It took time, but Tsunade finally managed to get the council to reward you and your team for bringing the last Yukia back. Jiraiya explained. Flashback. In the council room, there was a huge fuss. Some members said that they wanted to punish the last Yukia for leaving and joining up with Orochimaru. The other half, as always, wanted to find an excuse for Sasuke, so that he will not be punished, but the so-called demon brat will. However, Tsunade refused to punish Naruto for bringing Sasuke back. You will punish that demon brat for injuring Sasuke Yukia? Demanded Danzo. Listen to yourself, Danzo. You are in no position to boss me around. I already have decided what's going to happen. I will move the retrieval team from jonin to Chunin, including your so-called demon brat. Tsunade explained. But that demon almost destroyed the village. We cannot allow it to advance any further, or it will be a disaster. I say we kill him or banish him. Danzo suggested, but he received glares from the council. Sit down, Danzo. That demon brat you pronounce it saved my dead brother's son from hatred. He also saved this village from the one-tailed beast and managed to get a treaty with the wave. If he was older, we would reward him the title of Hokage for doing great deeds to our village. Hayashi explained. And also he saved my daughter's life and encouraged her to get a little bit stronger. If he gets punished, I will not stand for it. A councilwoman with pink hair shouted. Mrs. Haruno, you remember what happened to your husband? He died fighting the Nine Tails. Danzo reminded her. No, he did not kill my husband. That was the Nine Tails. I never held a grudge against him since I knew the difference of a container and what it contains. Mrs. Haruno replied. We're not here to discuss about Naruto Uzumaki. We're here to discuss about Sasuke Yukia's punishment for his crimes against the leaf. As I hear the reports from Naruto, him and his team were attacked by 5 S-class Soundnins, for a couple of Genin and 1 Chunin. It is surprising that they survived a long fight against them. The mission would have been a complete failure if Gaara of the Sand hasn't showed up with his brother and sister. Tsunade explained. You mean the sand demon who might turn against us soon? Danzo mocked with a smirk. That sand demon has proven himself that he no longer has a grudge against the leaf. If he and his siblings haven't showed up in time, they would have never get to Sasuke in time. Tsunade continued. And because they killed the 5 Soundnins, Orochimaru's strength had significantly decreased and his plan to take Sasuke was a failure as well. Tsunade finished. But if the demon brat wasn't getting stronger, Danzo was cut off by Hayashi. It wouldn't matter if Naruto Uzumaki was getting stronger. If it were any other Genin, then Sasuke would have left anyway. Hayashi stared at Danzo with killing intent. Thanks, Hayashi. Tsunade thanked. Then it's settled then. We will severely punish Sasuke Yukia and reward Naruto and the retrieval team for their efforts. Tsunade finished. We will continue in a few hours. Tsunade sat up and walked to Jiraiya, who was leaning beside the wall the whole time. Jiraiya, Naruto is hereby announced as successor of Hokage and announced as your apprentice. Tsunade told Jiraiya, and I think it's time to release his heritage and his true name to the village. Tsunade gave Jiraiya a tough stare. I will take him as my student, but I need to keep my spying job, so I will leave the leaf with him. Jiraiya informed. How long? Tsunade asked. 2.5 years. Jiraiya answered. Tsunade didn't want Naruto gone for 2.5 years away from the village, but she had no choice. For Naruto to become Hokage, he needs training from a Sannin. Tsunade couldn't train him because she picked Sakura as her apprentice. Orochimaru was trying to kill Naruto in the Forest of Death and at the field where Tsunade and Jiraiya fought Orochimaru, so it all leads to Jiraiya to take Naruto in. She rethinks and realizes that it's just 2.5 years. 2.5 years is nothing. It will be like you're gone for 2.5 days or months. Alright, you may take him in 2 days. Tsunade told Jiraiya. Why 2? Jiraiya asked Jiraiya. It will take me a day to release his family's titles to him, and another day to spend all of his time in Konoha before he leaves. Tsunade explained. Alright, 2 days it is. With that said, Jiraiya stood up and walked towards the doors of the council room. Flashback ends. Kid, I have to tell you something. Something very, very important. Jiraiya gave a serious stare. What do you mean, pervy sage? Naruto asked, in a confused tone. Ignoring pervy sage, Jiraiya told Naruto about his family and his mother and father. Kid, your name isn't Naruto Uzumaki. It's Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. You're the last of the Namikaze and the few remaining Uzumakis. Your father was the 4th Hokage, Minato Namikaze, and your mother was Kushina Uzumaki. Jiraiya explained. Naruto was speechless. He only spent a few months with Jiraiya since the Chunin exams and now he's hearing about his clan. If you don't know who the Namikazes are, they were the nation's greatest clan. They possessed a bloodline, which you have at the moment. Naruto just sat there confused. He couldn't believe it. He has a bloodline and his father was the greatest out of the 5 Hokages. Blue bloodline? What bloodline? Naruto asked confusingly. Your bloodline is the king of bloodlines, called the Kopi Kedo. Note, Kopi Kedo in English means the copy bloodline. It's like the Sharingan. It copies other bloodlines. With just one stare you could copy a bloodline in just a few seconds. I heard about your battle with the one called Haku. Jiraiya explained and reminded. Yeah, but what does Haku have to do with this? Naruto asked confusingly. Haku died on the bridge. Jiraiya was about to explain, so he stood up. You see, Naruto, I was the sensei of the 4th Hokage. He explained to me how it works. You see, there's an aura around you, with a range of 1 meter. When you took out Haku using the 9 tails chakra, you accidentally copied his bloodline. How I know this? When you were unconscious you used Haku's bloodline. When you used the 9 tails chakra, it increased the range of your aura to 5 meters. Jiraiya explained. Probably you don't remember. I'll explain what happened. With that, Jiraiya started telling the story about Naruto activating his bloodline. Flashback. It was when Gamakichi, the boss toad, put Naruto down on the ground with his tongue and then disappeared. Poof! The boss toad disappeared. Looks like the kid is tired. As Jiraiya walked towards Naruto, ready to pick him up, his hand was slapped by Naruto, who then got up, flowing with red chakra, and his red, he had fox eyes. What? The Jiraiya was cut off when Naruto jumped at him. Jiraiya dodged Naruto by standing to the left. Naruto growled at Jiraiya for a second, then punched the ground using Haku's mirror bloodline. Ice mirrors then rose from the ground to circle Jiraiya. He hoped to one mirror and another. It can't be, Jiraiya said in complete surprise. Naruto took his head out one of the mirrors. He then lost consciousness due to chakra exhaustion and fell to the ground. The mirrors then shattered into 1,000 pieces. Wow, what was that? Jiraiya said in complete shock. Flashback ends. That's what happened. And if you don't want that to happen again, then you will have to get your demon chakra under control. I know a friend in the village hidden in the clouds. I can't teach you how to control the 9 tails, but he can. He possessed the 8 tails. Jiraiya explained. And who is he? Naruto asked. He is Killer Bee, and one of my best buyers for my makeout series. He is one of the 9-tailed Jinchurikis. Jiraiya answered. Great, another pervert. Wait, you said 8 tails Jinchuriki. I thought me and Gaara were the only ones? Naruto was now confused. First Gaara, and now Killer Bee. No, not really. There are more Jinchurikis than you 3. There are 9 of them. Some are respected and some are disrespected by people. Jiraiya answered. Wow. Naruto was confused. Naruto, in 2 days we will be leaving for 2.5 years, so I say pack up now and we will be leaving in 2 days. With that said, Jiraiya left the room. He opened the door to see Tsunade, and lets her in. Jiraiya walks out and Tsunade walks in. Jiraiya closes the door behind him. Granny Tsunade? Naruto called in surprise. Don't call me that, brat. Tsunade took a seat next to Naruto. Naruto, the council and the village are now paying their respects to you. They are glad that you brought Sasuke back, and the entire village is happy for you. Tsunade informed. Thanks, Granny. Hey, could you do me a favor? Naruto asked. What? Tsunade asked. Will you let Sakura-chan be your apprentice? I know she's strong, but she doesn't know much fighting skill, and that could get her killed. Promise me that no matter what you will teach her, she doesn't know much of the ninja world. Naruto answered and explained. Sure, brat, I will take your girlfriend off of your hands and teach her. I am also going to put one medic nin in each team to reduce casualties. Tsunade replied, getting off of the chair and turning to the door. Before I leave, I want you to know something. You are now free to leave the hospital either now or later. Tsunade then left the room. Naruto couldn't help but smile that he's finally free to leave the room. Second later, Naruto heard knocks on his door. Knock knock, come in. Naruto called. The door opened to reveal Kakashi and Sakura coming in. Kakashi walked towards Naruto while Sakura was closing the door. Sakura closed the door but held on the knob like her life depended on it. She looked down. Her eyes darkened. Kakashi's right eye was half closed, showing disappointment towards Naruto. What could Kakashi be disappointed for? He brought Sasuke back. He completed the mission. The Sand Shinobi and Leaf Shinobi didn't die. He ruined Orochimaru's plans. What could he be disappointed at? Naruto just seemed a little confused but puts his smile on. He had a huge smirk on his face and looked at Kakashi. Kakashi-sensei, can you believe what happened? Naruto asked. I managed to complete my first S-rank mission, and all because of Pervy Sage and your teachings. Naruto gave a huge smile after that, but soon he felt more disappointment coming from Kakashi. Like a wave is hitting him, his smile suddenly turned into a confused look. What's wrong? Naruto asked. When Sakura heard Naruto say what's wrong, she couldn't keep her rage in anymore. She lets go of the knob and walked towards Naruto with her fists clenching hard. Naruto notices this quickly and says, Sasakura-chan? Naruto asked confusingly. Her fist then suddenly turned into a flat hand, which she then slapped Naruto hard on the face, on the right cheek. Slap! Sakura slaps Naruto. Naruto puts his hand on his right cheek. Outside everyone could hear what was happening. Sakura-chan, why? Naruto asked. Why? Sakura said in a dark tone. Why would you do that to Sasuke Kyuin? Sakura screamed in rage. Naruto was confused than ever. He thought she would be happy that he completed a tough mission and brought Sasuke back. But instead of happiness, he got rage. Lots and lots of rage. Kakashi didn't do anything to stop her. He just lets her scream at him. After all that he has done. But Sakura-chan, Naruto said, but Sakura cut him off. Don't Sakura-chan me. You injured Sasuke-kun severely. He has a few broken bones, chakra exhaustion and a broken arm. I said bring Sasuke-kun back, not injure him till he dies. Sakura said in a raged tone. Kakashi-sensei, tell Sakura-chan I had no choice. He would never listen to reason, so I had to do what I did. Naruto begged. But Kakashi just stood there until he said, Naruto. Naruto looked up at his sensei, all confused and upset. 1. He was upset that Kakashi did not help him to reason with Sakura that he had no choice. 2. He was confused. Why would his teammate and sensei be mad at him? He brought Sasuke back, didn't he? He did everything he could and it all just led to Kakashi and Sakura scolding him. Sakura has a point. Why would you injure Sasuke critically? You know Sasuke is our teammate. Remember what I said, those who betray the rules are scum. But those who betray their friends are worse than scum. It was our first lesson and I thought you would learn it by now. Naruto was speechless. He did what he had to do. And now he is being scolded for returning Sasuke. But Kakashi-sensei, I did learn that lesson, but I'm not the one who betrayed my friends. Sasuke team was. He knocked Sakura-chan out and ran off. All I did was stop him and bring him back. I'll admit I didn't bring him back because Mai was paralyzed for a few hours and you were the one who brought me and Sasuke team back, but I did stop him. Naruto protested. But Naruto, there's more ways to stop someone than attack them, like talking. When will you ever get that in your head that fighting doesn't always solve everything? Naruto was about to say something until Sakura stopped him. Why would you injure Sasuke-kun badly? You promised me you would bring him back. Why would you break my promise, you idiot? Sakura added. Naruto turned to Kakashi. Kakashi-sensei dash? Naruto was cut off when Kakashi spoke. Naruto, Sakura has a point. Even though the council won't punish you, I will assign you out of Team 7. You are to stay away from Sasuke and Sakura and me, away from Team 7 for the next 4 months. This is the punishment for injuring Sasuke and breaking a comrade's promise. Kakashi finished. Yeah, so stay away from Sasuke-kun and I, you got that? Sakura shouted. Naruto turned back to Sakura. Sakura-chan. Naruto was cut off by Sakura. I said don't call me Sakura-chan. I will be not your Sakura-chan but Sasuke-kun Sakura-chan. Why would I love a monster like you? Naruto's feelings changed from sadness to rage. If I would love you, it's like loving a demon, you ungrateful dash. Sakura was cut off by Naruto's outburst. Sakura, shut the hell up. Naruto shouted. Sakura then became quiet. Her anger gone and her rage, she calmed down, but was completely shocked that Naruto did not call her Sakura-chan. She realized what she said, but still did not care. She still had Sasuke injured in her mind. Naruto, don't raise your voice so loud. Kakashi ordered bossly. You shut up, Oswell Hataki. Kakashi was surprised that he did not address him as Kakashi-sensei. I don't know what you two are doing, but if you haven't noticed, your favorite student and PRCIUS Sasuke-kun was the one who injured me heavily. I did talk to him, but he refused to listen and attacked me. I had no choice but to injure him to put him unconscious. If you hadn't noticed, I ruined the snake bastard's plans with Sasuke team and saved the TME before Orochimaru could get his hands on him. Naruto screamed, making Kakashi and Sakura silent. No, you're lying. Sasuke-kun would never do that to you. He even almost died in the land of waves trying to protect you from Haku. Why would he try and kill you? Sakura replied, with a few tears in her eyes. Protect me, that's what he did before he met his brother again. Which led Kakashi staring at Naruto wide-eyed at him. He couldn't believe that Naruto found out that guy who was after him was Itachi. Naruto, what makes you think that the Akatsuki member you met is Sasuke's brother? Kakashi asked. Because Sasuke told me. Naruto shouted. To make sure Kakashi understands, Kakashi couldn't believe that Sasuke would tell Naruto about his brother, and that's not all. Naruto added, giving Kakashi and Sakura a confused look. He said more, even about why he protected me against Haku. With that said, Naruto explained. Flashback. After the explosion, Naruto and Sasuke both flew meters away from each other, landing on the ground. You dope, you think you can beat me? Once I'm done with you, I will either kill you or just go off to Orochimaru. Sasuke shouted in rage. Sasuke, you wouldn't kill me. Well, what about all those times we had together as a team? We had fun, we saved each other, and we protected each other, just like when you protected me against Haku by taking the hit for me. Naruto reminded Sasuke with a tough look. Protected you and took the hit so that your death would not lead to wasting my time. If you died, I would have to wait till the council would find you a suitable replacement, and I'm not sure that the replacement would be good or bad. If the replacement was stupid or useless, the replacement would die, making me wait again. And the same thing happened again and again, all because of your stupid death. Plus I'm in Yukiya, I can survive anything. I don't know why I was put in a team. Being by myself would be great with no teammates. But seems like Kakashi-sensei tried to help me by teaching me by himself instead of you or Sakura. Do you think you're even worth his time? But when I learned you were with Jiraiya, that's when I knew you would get stronger than me, and Kakashi-sensei combined with a Sanin's help, Orochimaru would provide me all the strength and jutsus to get stronger. Sasuke finished. Naruto just stayed there, listening what Sasuke just said. He remembered those words in his head echoing again and again. So you never cared for me and Sakura at all, just yourself and your revenge. Sakura loves you and would risk everything to save you, as well as our friends. They would die for you. I would die for you, and you spit us at the face just like that. You will never get your revenge. I'll make sure you return to the village and never get your revenge, Naruto shouted. Then Sasuke and Naruto charged at each other. Ah! Both boys screamed before punching each other in the face at the same time. Flashback ends. Sakura and Kakashi just stood there shocked, but denied what Naruto said was true. You're lying. Sasuke-kun would never say that. You're just jealous that I love Sasuke-kun instead of you, you idiot. Sakura screamed in sadness, tears streaming from her eyes. You're right. I'm jealous of Sasuke, but I would always help you to love Sasuke. After we graduated, you were crying on a bench, so I ran to Sasuke. Even he explained to me what you said about me. I still love you no matter what. Naruto shouted in rage. Sakura stopped crying. How could Naruto still love her after what she said about him having no parents? You know? Sakura had a questioning look on her face. Yes, I do know. Sasuke told me how you said that I'm annoying because I have no parents. You don't understand the feeling to have being alone in your life. Like people treat you like you're not even human but a demon. But you would never notice that because you were focusing on one person, Sasuke. I suffered worse than that team. I was beaten, mocked and denied of everything. I hardly got a place to live, till the old man found me an apartment to live in. But that's all I have, nothing else. Naruto stated. Flashback. Naruto ran towards Sasuke in rage of him making Sakura cry. Sasuke team. Naruto shouted in rage. Sasuke turned around to see Naruto running towards him. Oh, hey dobe. Sasuke greeted. Don't hey dobe me team. What the hell did you do to Sakura-chan? She's crying on a bench. She loves you, you know. She would die for you. And you treat her like this. Naruto said in rage. If you hadn't noticed all I said to her, that she doesn't understand of being alone. Sasuke replied. Naruto's expression turned from anger to confusion and sadness. His eyes widened in confusion. What do you mean team? Naruto asked in confusion. You don't know what she said about you, Naruto. She said that you're annoying because you don't have parents. Parents to never scold you or tell you off. She said that she feels sorry that you don't have parents to tell you off. But I told her it's just not like that. It's about love. You and I know that feeling about being alone. You may not had any parents in the beginning, but I did. And I lost them. I started to feel the pain of being alone. I understood what you feel and it hurts. Pain that is worse than what Sakura feels. No. Sasuke stated, leaving Naruto speechless and upset about what Sakura said. So how do you feel about her, Naruto? Sasuke asked. Naruto didn't reply yet. I'm upset. Naruto said in a quiet tone. But I still love her. Naruto shouted. But she hurts you. Sasuke stated. I don't care what Sakura-chan thinks of me or how she thinks of me. I will love her the day I die. No matter what she says, I will always love Sakura-chan. Flashback ends. But now that I think of it, I think I was a fool, loving someone who hates me, disrespects me and thinks I'm annoying because I don't have parents. Guess what, Sakura? I don't love you anymore. You have officially lost the one who loved you for the way you are. Sakura couldn't help but feel a little bit happy that Naruto will finally leave her alone. But she felt something inside of her. She feels as if someone had just died in her life. And there's you, Kakashi-sensei. You favored Sasuke because me and Sakura are weak. You must have promised in Yukiya to train Sasuke instead of your other students. Naruto complained. Naruto, that's not true. I never favored anyone. I trained Sasuke because of his match with Gaara. You seen how strong he was when he defeated Lee. I taught Sasuke the Chidori to break the sand's shell. Kakashi explained, his expression turned back to his normal calm look, with his hands in his pockets. Which Sasuke failed, and I'm the one who defeated Gaara, not the team. Even if the village said that I were the one who defeated Gaara, you still believed it was Sasuke team, and would give the credit to him. Naruto replied, Naruto, I didn't know you defeated Gaara till I found out later that week. I realized my mistakes, but I taught Sasuke because of the Sharingan. It's the most important weapon in the village. Also Sasuke is like me, which worries me because in the past I did a few wrong things which I wish would have never happened. Kakashi replied, so you taught Sasuke team instead of me or Sakura because he's like you, he has the Sharingan. You know what, all you ever say that Sasuke is important because of the Sharingan. Naruto stated, Naruto, the Sharingan is one of the most strongest bloodlines. We need the Sharingan so that other villages won't take it to rise to power, and to protect our village. Kakashi explained, look at Team 8, they have Hinata, and Team Guy has Neji, Team 10 has Ino and Shikamaru, but you don't see their senseis treating them like you do with Sasuke team. Teams 8 and Guy have the Byakugan which is important to the village as well, but you don't see them training Hinata and Neji only, they train Kiba, Akamaru, Shino, Tenten and Lee as well. Equally, Shikamaru has brains and Ino has her Mindjutsu bloodline, but Team 10 doesn't only concentrate on those two only, they also help Choji to train to get stronger as well. So why are you different from the other senseis? Naruto asked angrily. Naruto was right. Hinata and Neji has the Byakugan, Shikamaru has brains of a combat expert, Ino has her Mindjutsu bloodline, but Teams 8, Guy and 10 don't treat them like Kakashi treats Sasuke. Why do you two treat me like the villagers did, like I'm nothing but a demon? Even though I did nothing wrong, I try to help and show them what I'm like, and now they respect me, they now treat me like I'm special, now they happy faces towards me. I no longer have the face of hatred anymore, I'm now treated properly, but you two still treat me the same. Naruto stated, well guess what? Naruto said in an angry tone, I quit Team 7, I am no longer your student, I am no longer your teammate, I have a new sensei, and I am going to get the respect that I deserve from him. Naruto shouted, leaving Kakashi and Sakura speechless. Naruto stands on his bed and opens a window next to him. Naruto, where are you going? Kakashi asked, worried about his former student. To the hot springs, hopefully Pervy Sage is there. Naruto answered, now Naruto, you're not allowed to leave this room. Naruto didn't listen, instead he puts one leg on the window, about to jump off. That wasn't a request, that was an order. Kakashi sounds a little obeying tone, sorry, but I take orders from Chunins or Jounins during missions or at a time of crisis. I no longer take orders, remember. I am not your student anymore, Pervy Sage is, I take orders from him now. And with that Naruto jumped off. Goodbye Hataki and Haruno, Naruto said. Before jumping off, he jumped off and started hopping towards to the hot springs in hope of finding Jiraiya. Kakashi leaves the room, disappointed in Naruto. Sakura just stayed in the room, speechless and feeling guilty of what she said to Naruto, but still a little bit mad at him for shouting at her and hurting her Sasuke-kun. But still she shouldn't say that. She hears footsteps of people coming in the room. She turns back to see the Konoha 9 coming in. Neji closes the door behind them. What? Sakura asked. Everyone just stared at her for a second, then Shikamaru spoke up. Sakura, why? Shikamaru asked in his calm voice. Sakura was confused about his question. Why would you do that to Naruto? He had no choice. Beating Sasuke in an unconscious state was the only thing he could do. You heard what he said. He had no choice. Shikamaru added. Sakura was explaining, because I don't know why, but he hurt Sasuke-kun. Sakura replied, looking at the ground in shame. That's not an answer. Sasuke left the village on his own will. We risked our lives to save him. Neji, Kiba, Akamaru and Choji almost died saving Sasuke. Naruto almost did too. We read the medical reports about Naruto. Shikamaru stated. What reports? Sakura asked, confusingly. Are you really that stupid, forehead? Ino asked, mockingly. Naruto has suffered a Chidori to the chest, multiple kunai stabs, and chakra exhaustion. Sasuke only suffered a broken arm, few broken bones, and his chakra coils damaged a little. Shikamaru explained, Sasuke injuries were not threatening at all, but Naruto's injuries were. We thought he was going to die. It was a miracle that he was still breathing. If any of us were there, we would have died the first couple of minutes fighting Sasuke. Shikamaru added, that asshole almost killed Naruto and was about to let us die. Our lives were at risk to save that bastard. Kiba shouted in anger, Akamaru is right now being treated. I don't know if he'll walk again. Kiba added, Sakura was now more guilty than ever. First Sasuke tried to kill Naruto, and let the others die. If Naruto never injured Sasuke, he would have killed Naruto, and let the rookies die. But it's that curse mark, it's controlling Sasuke-kun. He never would leave the leaf on his own will. Sakura stated confusingly, can you ever understand? Billboard brow, Sasuke did leave, and he almost got 2 of my teammates killed and yours. If I were you, I'd be thanking Naruto for what he did and how he saved Sasuke from going to Orochimaru. I would go on a date with Naruto if I were you as a reward. Ino said. Surprisingly, she didn't add kun at the end of Sasuke. Come on Ino, you hate Naruto as well, so why would I go out on a date with that idiot? Sakura asked angrily. Probably because he loves you, and probably our love for Sasuke is nothing more than a lie. Ino replied. Don't you dare say that my love for Sasuke-kun is a lie. Sakura replied angrily. So you still call him Sasuke-kun even though he almost killed Naruto and knocked you out, leaving you on a bench for a night, you still love him. After we almost died for him, I think you should be mad at him. Everyone in the village treated him like he was Hokage and I think it's time for him to be punished. Niji replied angrily. What do you mean punished? Sakura asked, worried for Sasuke. Tsunade and the council decided the punishment of Sasuke Uchiha. It's about time we punish him. He always was getting away with everything, so it's time to show that it doesn't matter who you are or what you are. You can't do anything you want in the village. Shikamaru explained. But Sasuke-kun can't be punished, he hasn't done anything wrong. Sakura said, in worry for Sasuke still. Anything wrong? He left, abandoned us and tried to join up with the same man who killed the third Hokage. He should be executed. Kiba replied angrily. But the elders won't allow him to die, so instead, he's being sent to blood prison, his chakra and Sharingan sealed, stripped of rank of Konoha Shinobi, and classified as a triple S rank missing mean in case he escapes. Shikamaru explained, which made Sakura scared. She knew what blood prison was, she knew that it was the ninja world's most toughest and unescapable prison. There had been reports of hundreds of failed attempts to escape. She knew what type of prisoners were there. All of them were triple S rank shinobi from other villages. Bielo blood prison? Sakura said, in a terrified tone. Yes, the Umbu will take Sasuke to blood prison in 2 weeks, so if you have anything to say to Sasuke before he leaves, I suggest you to say it before it's too late. Ah man, what a drag. Shikamaru replied. With that said, the Genins and Chunin walked out. Sakura walked out of the room in shame. Outside she saw Gaara, Temari and Kankuro standing, leaning on the wall. She knew why they were upset. Because of what she said to Naruto. Well, looks like girlie here doesn't respect what we did for her boyfriend. Kankuro mocked. You know, I don't know why you would hate a man like Blondie. He's nice and fun, not boring or emo like your criminal boyfriend. Temari added. But Sasuke-kun is stronger than Naruto. He defeated Gaara and Sakura was cut off by Gaara. No. Gaara said, the Uchiha never beaten me. I'd beaten him. He never could lay a finger on me. You've seen him. I was close to killing him, but Naruto stopped me and saved him. I was in full power, but defeated by Naruto. I lost to Naruto. I was defeated by Naruto. I learned from Naruto. Gaara explained. With that said, Gaara and the siblings left. Everyone left a guilty, upset and confused Sakura behind. As Naruto was jumping from building to building, he made it to the hot springs. But no pervy sage. He was surprised. Usually Jiraiya would be spying on naked women, having a steamed bath, and sometimes getting beat up by them. For spying and doing his so-called research, whatever that means in his language. Where the hell is pervy sage? Naruto asked himself. Right here, boy. Jiraiya answered, standing right behind Naruto. Pervy sage. Naruto shouted in surprise. Don't call me that. Jiraiya shouted in anger. He calmed down and began to speak. Listen kid, I'm here to tell you that you no longer live in your apartment. You now live in the Namikaze estate, where you will be in your parents' house. Jiraiya informed. Naruto was surprised. He'd never seen his house. Or it would be if the truth about him being the last Namikaze and the fourth Hokage's son being a secret. You will also receive scrolls from both Uzumaki's and Namikaze, even scrolls that your father kept. Jiraiya informed. Naruto was surprised. Had to keep his father's most sacred and powerful scrolls that an Uzumaki and Namikaze can only see. And my stuff? Naruto asked. You told me a while ago that you don't have anything valuable, and besides, all your parents' stuff hasn't been moved from the house in a decade. Jiraiya explained. And I gave my goggles to Konohamaru, so I don't have anything valuable anymore, except for my clothes, my instant ramen mix and my headband. Naruto explained. Well kid, you will move to the Namikaze house tomorrow. You will also receive the scrolls I mentioned earlier at the same time. Tonight will be the last night you will spend in your apartment. Jiraiya informed. Sure. Naruto said. Soon both ninjas hopped away. Jiraiya hopped who knows where, maybe the women's showers, and Naruto hopped to his apartment. He was going to miss his apartment. It may have not been the best place to live, but he had lots of memories which he will never forget. Memories like, well, he did not have many apartment scenes, so don't blame me. Meanwhile, in Konoha's park, Sakura was sitting on a bench. She was thinking, and thinking and thinking. She was thinking so hard she almost forgot what she was thinking about. She remembered she was thinking about Naruto, and how she treated him back there. She was angry and mad for what he had done to Sasuke-kun. But he promised her that he will bring him back no matter what, even if he had to put Sasuke in an unconscious state, with broken bones and broken arm. She knew it was the only way to stop Sasuke. She remembered when Tsunade healed Sasuke and how easy it was when she first entered the village in years. She healed Sasuke like it was nothing. Sakura remembered the guilt she had when she ignored Naruto and hugged Sasuke after Tsunade healed him. She did not apologize afterwards. She was ignorant and went after Sasuke. She remembered when they became Team 7. She remembered when, the longer she was in the same team as Sasuke and Naruto, the more she felt for Naruto and less she felt for Sasuke. She started to realize the truth of Naruto and Sasuke. She then understood why Naruto and Sasuke became ninjas. Sasuke became a ninja because of revenge. He needed power, strength and jutsus in order to kill a certain someone. Naruto became a ninja so that everyone won't treat him like demon, but a normal person, heck even a Hokage. That's why he wants to be Hokage, so that everyone won't disrespect him for the person they think he is, but respect him for the person he is. When Sasuke and Naruto were fighting at the day before Sasuke left, on the hospital rooftop, she was worried for Naruto. Usually she would say go Sasuke, or kick that idiot's ass. But her heart had a different plan of action. She was worried for Naruto and hoped he would win. She hoped Naruto would win. Naruto is Naruto. He's been beaten by Sasuke countless times. She always cheered with the other fangirls that Sasuke would win. But in this case, she was hoping Naruto would win. She knew Sasuke's Chidori was aimed for Naruto's heart. She knew Naruto aimed for Sasuke's chest. She knew Sasuke would be heavily injured, but Naruto would be dead. Her heart was telling her to save Naruto. That's why she ran in the middle to stop Sasuke from killing Naruto. But the Kakashi came and threw the boys towards two water tanks. The damage to the tanks proved the power Naruto and Sasuke have. Naruto's tank was damaged, but only a small hole was created. But compared to Sasuke's tank, the tank was completely destroyed. If the Chidori hits Naruto's heart, he would have blown up. If the Rasengan hit Sasuke, he would just be blown away, leaving Sasuke a little hurt, while Naruto's body parts would be all over the rooftop, leaving a few stains on the ground. After their small sparring match, Kakashi told Sakura that everything will turn back to normal, and there would be nothing to worry about. At the night time she came across Sasuke, who had everything packed and ready. She asked why, he told her, and she didn't want him to go. She said she loved him with all her heart, but that's what her mouth said. Her heart said she was lying. She just said that to make sure her teammate would just stay and not leave. Her heart told her she was in love with someone else, a blonde knuckle-headed boy. However, Sakura refused to listen to her heart, and said she loved Sasuke, not that Naruto baka. Soon she came out of her mind and saw nothing. She heard Sasuke behind her and wanted to turn around, but it was too late. She was knocked out. The next morning she awoke on a bench. She realized Sasuke left. She ran to Tsunade, the fifth Hokage, and told her what happened. After the retrieval team came together, she asked Naruto to promise her to bring Sasuke back. He smiled and gave her a thumbs up. She knew he would keep her promise no matter what. After a few minutes of remembering, she came out of her thought when a hand was waving in front of her. She looked at the hand to see Ino. "Ah, Ino?" Sakura was confused. "May I sit next to you?" Ino asked. Sure." Sakura replied confusingly. Sakura moved a bit and lets Ino sit next to her. What's wrong, Ino?" Sakura asked confusingly. "I just came here to check on you. We are friends after all." Ino replied happily. Sakura couldn't believe what she was hearing. She remembers when Ino and her became rivals to get Sasuke to love them. It wasn't long ago since the Chunin exams, where Ino had saved Sakura from a bunch of sound nins who were after Sasuke. Ever since Ino saved her, they felt like they could manage to rebuild their relationship. Even after all those times they insulted each other, they still thought of themselves as friends. "Yeah, friends," Sakura said quietly. "What do you want to check on me for, Ino?" Sakura asked. "About how you're doing since you left Naruto's room," Ino answered. Sakura looked down in shame. It took seconds till she answered Ino. "No, not so good, Ino," Sakura answered shamefully. Ino looked at Sakura wide-eyed. "Why?" Ino asked. Because I don't know why. Ever since we became a team, I lost feelings for Sasuke. I don't know why, but Naruto has something to do with it," Sakura answered, confusingly and sadly. Back at the academy days, Sakura couldn't get to Sasuke sometimes, so she blamed Naruto for stopping Sakura to get near to Sasuke. Even when both Sakura and Sasuke were alone, she still blamed Naruto. "Sakura, you don't have to blame Naruto for everything you know," Ino replied. "No, I'm not blaming him this time," Sakura answered. Ino was confused. Usually she would come up with an excuse to blame Naruto, but this time she doesn't have an excuse, or blames Naruto for that matter. "Then, what is it about Naruto?" Ino asked confusingly. "Naruto," Sakura said. "Naruto has always been there for me. He saved me from the academy days to today. He always finds a way to make me happy. I also started to realize that the Naruto we knew in the academy days were a lie. We just seen the outside, not the inside. We started to see who he really is, not what we think he is. I also started to realize who Sasuke is. Compared to him and Naruto, I'd say Naruto suffered the most," Sakura answered. For the past 8 months, the Rookie 9 started to see how much the villagers treated Naruto, how they beat him, call him demon brat, and disregard him. There are even times they forced the doctors' lives just to heal Naruto. The doctors refused to heal the demon brat, because then they'll be betraying the village. However, they were forced to do so anyway. In time, the villagers also started to see who Naruto really is as well. They realized that he's not a demon brat, but a great jonin, a great person, who never deserved to get all of the villagers' words or beatings. He was the village's new hero after saving it from Gaara. The villagers lost faith in the last Uchiha and started to believe in Naruto. Very few villagers still hated him, like the elders for what he did 13 years ago. And that wasn't even him, that was the QB. He's just the container, not the demon. Soon after Gaara's attack, Sakura soon realized that Naruto was the one that saved her, not Sasuke. Sakura remembered the cold words of what she said to Naruto and how they affect him. He's been called a demon for his whole life. She knew how cold those words were but didn't think about how they affected him. She was too busy with Sasuke in her head, how she heard how bad his wounds were and how hurt she was to see them. But soon she remembered how Naruto was like. he had bandages on his face. With his nose and eyes and mouth uncovered, he had a chidori to the chest, several broken bones, and a few burned organs. She was surprised he was even talking. No one could heal that well or fast except for Tsunade, the 5th Hokage. Ino. Sakura said. Ino glared at her. What have I done? Sakura asked, knowing what she had done. You did the most awful thing you could do to a friend, said a voice coming from behind. Ino and Sakura turned around to see Shikamaru, crossing his arms and walking up to them. Shikamaru! Ino exclaimed. What you did to Naruto was unforgivable. You hurt him even after he saved Sasuke from joining Orochimaru. He had to injure Sasuke and put him in an unconscious state because it was the only way. Sasuke would not listen to reason, so he had to do what he just did. You and Kakashi scolded him for that. You too hated him for bringing Sasuke Uchiha unconsciously. You told him to stay away from Team 7. What kind of team are you guys? Shikamaru asked. Ino stood up. Come on, Shikamaru, Sakura is suffering here. Why aren't you helping? Ino exclaimed. Because, unlike you two, I seen Naruto and how he was treated in the past. I befriended him because I thought it will help him. Now that I think of it, I helped him a lot. He was called a demon brat for a long time by the whole village. When he joined your team, he must have been happy. But what are you guys doing to him? You're hurting him for Sasuke. Naruto had no choice. But you scolded him. Your sensei decided to teach Sasuke instead of Naruto. He taught Sasuke instead. He favored one of his 3 students. Shikamaru added, making Sakura tear up. Shikamaru, please, Sakura is think of what she did. Ino replied hesitantly, holding Sakura's shoulders to calm her down. Ino, you and I know that favoring a student is against shinobi laws. You have to treat all students with respect, not just one. That is one of the most important rules in the shinobi world, the iron rule which should not be broken. The punishment for breaking the rule is the aftermath. Right now Sakura is taking in all the punishment she deserves. Shikamaru added, which made Sakura run away. Ino got up all mad in rage. What the hell, Shikamaru? Can't you see she's suffering here? Ino shouted in rage. Shikamaru didn't change his expression. It was just the same. He looked at Sakura running away. Ino, Sakura needs to learn a lesson here. If she keeps doing this, it'll only get worse. Shikamaru replied, but dash. Ino was cut off by Shikamaru, her expression changing from anger to confusion. But nothing, this has to be done. I'm sorry, Ino, but this was for her own good. Shikamaru explained. Ino knows he's right. If Sakura doesn't get a bit of punishment, she will just keep doing the same thing over and over again and again. She knows it hurts Sakura, but it has to be done. Meanwhile, in the jonin room, located somewhere in the Hokage Tower, Kakashi, Kurenai, Guy and Asuma were sitting, having a small discussion about their day. To be honest, Guy, Asuma and Kurenai were kind of disappointed in Kakashi for hurting Naruto back at the hospital. So, what was that all about, Kakashi? Asuma asked. About what? Kakashi asked. About the hospital with Naruto. You did hurt his feelings a bit after he brought Sasuke Uchiha back. Asuma answered. All I just said that Naruto should be more careful. If he hurts runaway Konoha shinobi any longer, he will be either banished, executed or stripped of his shinobi title. Kakashi answered. But Naruto said that he had no choice. He spoke to the Uchiha, he asked him to come home, he told him to come home and forced him to come home. He still didn't listen, so Naruto had to fight Sasuke. It was probably the only way. Kurenai replied. And besides, if any other shinobi were out there, they would have killed Sasuke to make sure the Sharingan would not fall to any wrong hands that may be used against the village. Naruto has a lot of youth just like Lee. Guy said in his youthful tone. Don't worry, sometimes I don't know what he's talking about either, XD. You may be right on that one, Guy, Kurenai, but since Naruto became a shinobi and joined Team 7, he's been a bit loud for me. He's stubborn, he's hot-headed, and treats every mission like it's a joke. He even tries to fight with the client sometimes. Kakashi replied. But he does have skill and spirit. Hinata always tried to find a way to get out of training, but ever since the Chunin exams, Naruto gave her the spirit to fight and become a strong shinobi like her father Heishi Hyuga. She's even stronger than Kiba and at the same level as Shino. Kurenai explained. He also brought the 5th Hokage to the Leaf. We all know why she hated the Leaf, and never thought she would return. You know she was destroying herself. But when Naruto came, he somehow changed Tsunade's mind and helped her become the 5th Hokage. Asuma reminded. And we heard of the story in the Wave Country, where Naruto helped you to defeat Zabuza and completing your first mightier rank mission. He also gave the Wave hope and helped them to believe again. That's a very youthful story for the youth. Guy exclaimed youthfully. Kakashi was thinking how Naruto was always the village's #1 knuckle-headed ninja. He remembered Naruto in bell training. Naruto was completely alone against Kakashi, and thought he could defeat him. But Naruto wasn't the only one. There was Sakura, who was more worried for Sasuke than Naruto, and there was Sasuke, who thought that the great last Uchiha could defeat a Jounin-leveled ninja after passing the academy test. He also remembered that it was partly his fault that Sasuke left. If he just let the Hokage deal with the curse mark issue, none of this would have ever happened. Because Kakashi didn't do a thing to get the support of the Hokage, Sasuke would be sent to prison. Not just any prison, blood prison, the world's most dangerous and unescapable prison, where Sasuke would be spending the rest of his life at. You're right, Guy, Naruto gave them hope. Kakashi admitted, and I also see that I have been hard on the poor kid. If only I asked for the Hokage to help me with Sasuke's cursed seal, none of this would have happened. You see, there was a friend of mine once, who was an Uchiha. Kakashi explained. We remember, Obito Uchiha, the one person who gave you your Sharingan. Asuma remembered. That's right, every time I just look at his grave, I still feel guilty for his and Rin's death. I was stubborn. Because of that, Obito died, and I wanted revenge against the Nins who sent Obito to an early grave. In the end, Rin blocked my Chidori. And in the end, I killed another friend. Kakashi reminded himself. He stood up and said, maybe I should apologize to Naruto. He did bring Sasuke back. I just hope he forgives me? Kakashi asked himself. Shikamaru says he's a very forgiving person. I'm sure he will forgive you. Asuma complimented, trying to calm Kakashi down and get his confidence. You're right, maybe I should go see him. And with that, Kakashi left the room and went to look for Naruto but could not find him. He would try again tomorrow. The next day, departure day. Naruto loved sleeping in a new bed with soft sheets, not one with dirty sheets with blood on and who knows what, as well as a comfy bed, not one with actual rocks inside saying, demon brat. Naruto was happy to be in a big house as well. It felt like he was in the apartment building, but he owned the building instead of just staying. He also liked the fact that the neighborhood was quiet. He usually had a loud neighborhood, with people saying on Naruto's door, quiet or the demon brat will hear, just keep painting. Every time Naruto came out to see what was going on, he would see graffiti on his door which will say, demon brat's home, keep out of this nightmare. He got used to it and never bothered. He soon never saw any graffiti about him again. He seen nothing on his door. It was all gone and never came back. He was happy. Soon he would walk down the village with happy faces and nice faces, instead of disgusted faces and angry faces, which would tell you to die. Naruto soon got up, had a quick bath. This bath was the best he'd seen in his life. Of course it was your usual bath, but the manager of the apartment would cut off the hot water, and in the bath there would be blood on saying demon. And it was smelly, it smelled like a dead corpse, and Naruto had to bathe in it. He hated it, but he had no choice for that matter. After his bath, he got changed to his normal oversized jacket, and went out with his usual big smile on his face. He walked down the streets to meet with his friends, telling them to meet Jiraiya and he, at the gates of Konoha by 7 o'clock, to say his goodbyes to them, before he leaves for his 2.5-year journey. He went to the training grounds to see them. He went to his old training ground which he will not be visiting for a while. 1. He will be leaving for 2.5 years too. Kakashi kicked Naruto out of Team 7, but Naruto didn't care. In fact, he was happy. He was happy that he did not have to see his team again. They were mean, they were rude, they scolded him, and they even threw him away like trash just for Sasuke. But he was happy. Yesterday later at night he and the retrieval team became Chunins. Flashback. When Naruto got to his new house, an Anbu came and told Naruto, Naruto Uzumaki, you are called by the Hokage, you are to meet her this instant. The Anbu informed. Naruto jumped towards to the Hokage tower to meet Tsunade. He went in to see Kiba, Akamaru, Choji, Niji, Shikamaru and Lee standing in front of Tsunade. Next to her was her assistant Shizen, Tsunade's medical student, holding her pet Tauntaun, a pig with a red vest and marble necklace. What's the problem, Granny? Naruto asked. Trying her best to ignore the comment, Tsunade explained, I called you all here not just to congratulate you, but to reward you. Tsunade stated, leaving everyone confused, you are all hereby announced as Chunins, except for Shikamaru of course. Tsunade said, making everyone happy that they are now Chunins. Shikamaru was already a Chunin, so it didn't matter to him. Shikamaru, you name your reward and we will get it for you. Tsunade said, making Shikamaru think, my reward would be, a chess match with you. Shikamaru said, with his normal, I don't care expression. Alright, so your reward is to play chess with me. Tsunade promised, Naruto, the council tried to make you a jounin, but the rules of the leaf are absolute. You have to go rank by rank, you can't just skip a rank to become jounin. There are no shortcuts. Tsunade continued, I understand, Granny. Naruto said, and with that the whole group left, leaving Tsunade with a happy smirk for Naruto. Flashback ends. Now that Naruto was a Chunin, he can have his own team or join a new one. When he thinks about being gone for 2.5 years, he knows when he comes back, the Jounin exams will be up, which means he will probably on the rank of Jounin when he passes the exams, and this time there will not be any invasion, not like what happened at the Chunin exams. Naruto took his headband off and looked at it, remembering how he earned it, and was about give up. Until Mizuki came and told him to steal the scroll of seals and told him about the 9 tails sealed inside him. But in the end he defeated Mizuki with a serious beating and graduated on the same day. His mind was interrupted by a figure spoke up. Hey Naruto, what's up man? A figure called. Naruto turned around to see Kiba and Akamaru in Kiba's jacket, with Niji, Hinata, Shikamaru, Ino, Choji, Shino, Tenten and Lee. Naruto was happy that he found his friends, that he had a huge smile on his face. Nothing, just remembering. Naruto replied excitedly. His expression changed to sadness, leaving everyone confused. Hey, I want to talk to you guys about something. Naruto said sadly. Everyone didn't say anything, instead they just listened to Naruto. You know the Kyuubi that attacked Konoha 13 years ago? Everyone nodded. Well, it's dash. Naruto was cut off by Shikamaru. You don't have to say Naruto, we know. Shikamaru replied, leaving Naruto confused, sad and sacred of what the others think of him. We know that the Kyuubi is inside you, and that you were hated by the entire village for it. Shikamaru finished. How did you know? Naruto asked. Did anyone tell you? Did Granny tell you? Naruto asked. No, no one told us, we figured it out. Shikamaru answered. Everyone nodded in agreement. Do you hate me? Naruto asked in fear. No. Tenten replied. Naruto began to lose his fear. Why would we hate you? Choji asked. Is it because of the villagers? Neji asked. We're not like those idiots. You're not a demon or we're a demon. We know the difference between contained and container, right Akamaru? Kiba explained and asked. Arf. Akamaru barked happily in agreement. Don't get us wrong, but we hate the Kyuubi. Ino stated. But we don't hate you, you're not the Kyuubi. Shino replied. After hearing all that, Naruto began to fight back tears that were making him cry in joy that his friends don't hate him for having the 9 tails. How did you know? Naruto asked. Well, your birthday is on the same day as the Kyuubi's. When we were fighting you used red chakra which only the Kyuubi has, and there's several reports of demon chakra all over in the valley at the end. Neji explained to Naruto. But we don't hate you and Naruto-kun. Hinata replied nervously. Yeah, we don't, we love you, and you are one of the best ninjas Konoha has ever had since the 4th Hokage. Tenten commented. Naruto was happy for that comment. People usually say that he's the worst ninja. He couldn't even do a simple duplication technique, or graduate from the academy. Now they say that he's the best since the 4th. Thanks, Tenten. Naruto thanked. Tenten giggled a bit. I have to tell you guys something else as well. Naruto announced. Everyone wide-eye. I'm leaving Konoha for 2.5 years. Naruto said. Everyone was upset. They didn't want Naruto to leave, they wanted him to stay. But why? Choji asked. If the council banished you or you're leaving, we'll help. Shikamaru said. Oh no, I'm not banished or anything. I'm going with the pervy sage to train to become Hokage. Naruto replied. Everyone was relieved when they learned Naruto wasn't banished or anything, but they were still so upset that he was leaving, and he wouldn't be back for 2.5 years. There must be some sort of way Jiraiya can train you while you're in the village? Neji suggested. Probably not. Guys, I need this training. I want to become stronger than my father. I want to be the strongest Hokage that have ever lived. Naruto tried to calm them down, but they were still worried. Then Shikamaru spoke up. Guys, Naruto needs this. If he wants to become Hokage, then he has to train with Jiraiya. All we can do is support him. Shikamaru spoke up. Everyone was still upset, but they knew it was true. Naruto has to go with Jiraiya to train so he could become the next Hokage. He really needs this training, and all everyone can do at the moment was to support him. Alright, we give up. We'll not stop you, but we will miss you. Neji spoke up. Don't worry guys, I'll be back in 2.5 years. It'll be like 2.5 months. Naruto said, to calm everyone down. Alright. Shikamaru gave up. But Naruto, who's your father? Shikamaru asked. Why, the 4th Hokage of course. Naruto answered. What? Everyone exclaimed, except for Hinata who had fainted. An hour later, after Hinata regained consciousness, Naruto told them about what Jiraiya said to him earlier, what bloodline he has, and what his clan was like. After explaining, everyone was wide-eyed that they could be stuck like that for the rest of their lives. And Naruto, you're the son of the 4th, your clan was the nation's most honorable clan, and you have a bloodline called Kopi, the king of the bloodlines. Shikamaru said, shockingly. Yeah, Pervy Sage told me yesterday. I was surprised myself. I never knew I had a bloodline, but I will use it to protect my comrades. Naruto explained. I heard that once the Kopi copies another bloodline, it keeps it and uses it for later purposes. Neji added. Well, I activated by accident, but I will get it under control and learn how to use it. At the meantime, I'll be gone with Pervy Sage. Naruto replied. I wanted to tell you guys to get to the gates by 7 o'clock to meet me for our goodbye. I'll miss you all. Naruto finished then started to walk towards his house. Don't be too long, Naruto. You're like family to us. Shikamaru added. Naruto stopped, completely shocked and happy at what he heard from Shikamaru. He started to tear up from joy. What did you just call me? Naruto asked in a whispering tone. I said you're like family to us? Shikamaru replied. Do you really mean that? Naruto asked. Yeah, I do. Shikamaru answered. Naruto was completely lost. Never before has anyone said that he's like family to them. He never thought he could have a family. Since everyone was always saying that he killed his parents, he murdered a lot of other clans' family members, he had never been called family. People kept saying he doesn't deserve one. Demons don't deserve families. But for the first time in Naruto's life has he been called family. Naruto turned around, tears forming in his eyes. Everyone was confused. Why was Naruto crying? Is he really going to miss them that much? No, he's crying because of what Shikamaru and the others think about Naruto. Naruto, what's wrong? Neji asked. Thank you all so much. Naruto gave them a smile. He did what nobody thought he would do before. He bowed down to everyone. He never been this kind before. After that he ran to his house, leaving everyone confused. What was that all about? Ino asked. Let's go to the Hokage. She probably knows about why Naruto-kun acting that way. Hinata suggested. Back in the Namake's house, Naruto was in his room, sorting out scrolls that his family had for generations. He found speed scrolls, wind scrolls, and taijutsu scrolls. The strange thing is that he found scrolls that didn't even belong to him. He found scrolls that belonged to the Hyugas, Harunos, Inuzukas, and other clans. He sorted them to taijutsus, Namikes, and Uzumaki scrolls. He put the other clans' scrolls in a small pile so he could take them to the clan heads to give them their scrolls back. I can't believe I have the other clan's scroll. I'm going to give them back, Naruto said to himself. Naruto gave the scrolls to the clan heads. After several hours he was heading to the Hyuga clan home to give the Hyuga scrolls. Hayashi sir, there's a visitor for you, one of the members informed. Who is it? Hayashi asked. It's Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. He's here with some scrolls, the member told Hayashi. I'll see him, Hayashi replied. Hayashi went to the gates and saw Naruto. What is it? Hayashi asked. I have a few of your clan scrolls. I don't know why they were with my clan scrolls, but I'm giving them back to everyone, Naruto answered, giving Hayashi all the Hyuga scrolls. I remember these. During the Great Third Ninja War, I gave them to Minato. Lots of enemies were after these. Guess the Namikaze boy is giving everyone scrolls, Hayashi thought. I think that's it, see ya. Naruto then jumped away and headed towards to the Haruno's house. He knocked on the door and Sakura's mother Mrs. Haruno came out of the door to see Naruto. She was surprised to see him. She was told earlier that Naruto gave up on her daughter and stated to move on. She's seen the scrolls Naruto was carrying and seen a few of them with the names Haruno. I know I no longer have a crush on your daughter, but I'm here to give you these scrolls, Naruto informed, giving Mrs. Haruno the Haruno's scrolls. That's all, see ya. Naruto then jumped away to the Yakumana house, leaving a confused Haruno wondering what just happened. At the Yakumana house, Naruto stopped by to give Inoichi, Ino's father, the clan's scrolls, and they were the last scrolls to deliver before heading to his house to continue packing. Naruto knocked on the door and Inoichi came out, seeing Naruto holding the Yakumana scrolls. Here, I don't know why these scrolls were with me, but I'm here to return them, Naruto answered, giving Inoichi the scrolls. I think I know why these scrolls were with you, Inoichi guessed. I gave these to your father during the Third Great Ninja War. That time he had the most protection and a lot of ways to keep secrets. That's why I gave these to your father. If enemy ninja had these it would be catastrophic for the village. Thanks for giving these. Inoichi thanked. Naruto nodded and left. At the Namikaze house, Naruto was packing his things. He was packing clothes, instant ramen mix cups and a photo of Team 7. Even though he was through with Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke, he still remembered them as a team, though they did not work together much and they mostly hated each other. For instance, Naruto hated Sasuke, Sakura hated Naruto and Sasuke hated both of them. Their sensei was gone on missions mostly with other jonins, even though he should have brought his team on missions with him as well. Naruto used to count Kakashi as his sensei, Sasuke his rival and brother, Sakura his girl of his dreams, but till the day Sasuke left, he now counts Sasuke as a traitor, Kakashi as a terrible sensei who rather trains the strongest and the most noblest clan members instead of the rest of his team, and Sakura as a girl who always wants the man that never cared for her and treated the man who liked her like trash. Sakura was mentioned in Naruto's book as a simple-minded girl who didn't care about anyone but herself and her precious Sasuke-kun. Since the hospital incident, Naruto hasn't seen Sakura, Sasuke or Kakashi, but he didn't care. Kakashi said he's kicking Naruto out of Team 7 and separating him from Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke. When Naruto heard that at first, he was sad. But now he's happy. He no longer have to deal with a team that treats him like trash. He doesn't have to be scolded by his sensei or beaten by a pink-haired woman anymore. To be honest, it was more like Team Sasuke than Team Kakashi or Team 7. But still he will miss the good times with them. But he won't actually miss them on his journey. He will just miss the memories they had together. As Naruto saw that picture he smiled. He was tearing up. It was the best day of his life. He finally had people who would always cart for him. But that didn't last long after their mission in the Wave Country. Naruto puts his picture in his backpack and starts to look at his house one more time. He's just been in the house for a day and now he's leaving. He can't wait till he comes back. He will show everyone this place. All his real friends would like it. Naruto no longer counts Kakashi, Sasuke or Sakura as his friends anymore but people who he might work with in future. Sasuke tried to kill him. Kakashi and Sakura defended Sasuke and scolded Naruto for putting the bastard in an unconscious state. Naruto closes the door slowly while taking one more last look at his apartment. Naruto now goes to the gates where he will meet his friends. At Konoha's gates, Naruto saw Lee, Niji, Tenten, Shikamaru, Choji, Ino, Kiba, Akamaru, Shino, Hinata, their senseis and Jiraiya. What made him more happier that Kakashi or Sakura was not there to scold him more before he leaves. He never intended to tell Kakashi and Sakura he was leaving. He knew they would be happy that he would be gone, so that they can be with their precious Uchiha who gets all the respect from Kakashi and Sakura even though he didn't do anything to deserve it. Goodbye Naruto, hope you have a safe journey. Ino waved at Naruto with a smile. Naruto, if you're even a minute late or I will dig you up in a hole. When we meet again I'll challenge you, so don't be late. Kiba warned. Arf. Akamaru barked in agreement. Naruto, when you come back I will also challenge you to compare our flames of youth. I warn my flames are rising more and more each second. Lee shouted youthfully. Alright, bye guys, I'll see you in 2.5 years, bye, I'll miss you all. Naruto waved back at them, leaving with Jiraiya out into the woods where they won't be seen for the next 2.5 years. It's been 2.5 years, 2.5 years since Naruto left, 2.5 years since the sentence of the last Uchiha, Sasuke Uchiha, 2.5 years since he's seen Kakashi and Sakura, 2.5 years since he was scolded, 2.5 years since he's seen everyone's faces. A figure walking towards the gate had an orange-blackish jumpsuit, the pants were orange, with a blue strip sandwiched between two white strips on the left leg. On the top of the jumpsuit the chest was orange, but the arms were black long-sleeved. The figure's face had spiky blonde hair, with the Leafs headband on. The figure seemed to be a male boy who was in his 16s, his seemed to be a bit tanned, his eyes cerulean blue and his cheeks had some fox whisker-like marks. The figure also had a long sword on his back. It looked like it was the length of the figure. The sword was straight with a small pointy top. The top had the usual samurai sword look. The right side of the sword was pointy while the rest of the top was curved to the side of the sword. The sword had 13 orange-red swirls on both faces of the sword. The swirls were in a line. The middle of the sword was dark black, made up of the toughest metals in the nation. The outer line of the sword was light orange, made up of chakra-infused metal. The sword was thick in the middle and thin in the sides, which would make the swordsman capabilities of the sword much stronger in battle. The handle was a long, thick cylinder shape. At the bottom of the handle there was a half a sphere which on the bottom of it had an orange swirl as well. The handle was black with orange-silver handwriting which said Naruto. On the top of the handle there was a small disc separating the blade from the handle. The disc was golden colored. The sides of the disc had fake fox fur. This blade was called the Demon Fox's Blade, or the Demon's Blade. His back had a scabbard the size of a mini backpack. It was orange, and had a small Uzumaki symbol on which was the usual red swirl symbol. The boy had the same usual blue shoes on, and had a huge smile on his face. His name was Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the boy who brought back the last Uchiha. Naruto was happy that he's finally home. He finally made it back and was happy for a few reasons. He was happy because he missed all his friends, except for a pink-haired girl and a one-eyed white-haired man. He missed Ichiraku's ramen. He can't wait to sleep in his new house again. He still can't forget the night he spent in his parents' house. It was the best sleeping experience he had ever had on a bed. Sure, he had been to many hotels on his journey and lots of different inns, but his bed was the best he had ever slept on. Naruto decided to make a small detour by walking through the training grounds. He was going to take a quick look at the training ground that Team 7 used. As he was walking, he was thinking about what had happened 2.5 years ago. It was an early morning for Konoha, so there wasn't much people walking around. I miss you, Konoha, Naruto said quietly, walking towards the training grounds. I missed all my friends, my house and my ramen, Naruto said to himself. But I don't miss Kakashi or Sakura. Naruto continued. I bet Kakashi somehow convinced the council to drop the charges on the bastard. Come on, he tried to kill me. And I also bet that Kakashi kicked me out of Team 7 permanently. Guess they rather have the academy's smartest girl and skillful ninja than a spiritual one like me. I bet that Kakashi taught Sasuke the shadow clone so he would create a shadow clone to replace me, Naruto said to himself. While on Naruto's 2.5 years journey, Jiraiya told Naruto about the sentence of Sasuke Uchiha. After hearing that, he told Jiraiya to promise him to never mention any about Sasuke, Sakura or Kakashi. Jiraiya of course kept his word. Since then Naruto had never heard anything about Sasuke, Sakura or Kakashi for the past 2.5 years. He was still pretty mad at them for treating him like trash. Well, I don't care. As long as Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke stays away from me, I'd never want to see them again, Naruto finished. And besides, the jonin exams are coming up soon. I'll make it to rank jonin. It'll be great. I get to get my own team, do my own missions, and I get to pick the people who's coming with me, Naruto continued. Naruto finally made it to the training grounds where Team 7 used to train. It brought lots and lots of memories about what had happened during the time of Team 7. The team didn't exactly pass the bell test, but they did pass the exams to become genin. Then he remembered the time Sasuke got his curse mark at the Chunin exams. All three of them went against Orochimaru but couldn't defeat him. That was before they realized he was the snake Sannin. After a long period of time, Naruto decided to leave the training grounds and head to the Hokage's tower, where he'll ask Tsunade to notify the village that Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze has returned. Naruto was walking out of the forest. Meanwhile, outside the forest, 9 figures were standing outside. 3 appeared to be female, and the other 6 appeared to be male, one of them sitting on something wolf-like which would make them look like one figure. These figures got the news from the Hokage that Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze was returning. These figures were the Konoha 9, Konoha's top and strongest ninjas. These ninjas were Tenten, Lee, Niji, Ino, Shikamaru, Choji, Hinata, Kiba, Akamaru and Shino. Tenten was in a white Chinese type of shirt. She wore long jumpsuit brown-red trousers. Has her usual hair, which was twin Chinese culture buns of her hair. Niji was wearing a long white robe with a black grayish short skirt around his waist. His hair was very long in the back, tied at the end. His hair reached up to his lower back. Lee was in his usual tight green jumpsuit, but he had a Chunin vest on. Ino had changed a bit. On her upper part of her body she wore half a purple-like tank top. I don't know what it is, sorry guys, which covered her neck. The top was tight so it was a bit revealing to her size. That also changed a bit. XD. Her stomach was revealing and she wore a very short purple skirt which revealed a lot of her legs. Her hair on her back was much more longer with a small ponytail in the back and front. Her hair reached up to her higher back and a bit of her hair was covering at least one of her eyes, depends which way you see her. Choji was wearing a red jumpsuit with samurai armor-like on him. His hair was spiky as a hedgehog's hair, and he wore a red headband on his forehead. Shikamaru was wearing a jonin uniform. Hinata was wearing the same dark blue jumpsuit trousers as she did before the time skip, but wore a much different hoodie. She wore a hoodie with her sleeves white and her chest purple. She also decided to grow the back and side of her hair a bit longer. Her hair was as long as it reached her lower back. Kiba changed a bit as well, still had the gray jumpsuit trousers on but a different shirt on. He wore a long black jumper. Akamaru had changed a bit but not much. The only changes you can see is that he grew much larger than before. He was the same size as a male wolf. Kiba was on Akamaru. Akamaru was big enough to hold Kiba on his back. Shino was still kind of the same. He wore a green hoodie, over a black shirt, wearing black jumpsuit trousers. He still had his black goggles on as always. Everyone heard the news by some villagers saying they seen a blonde spiky-haired kid with whisker-like marks on his cheeks with cerulean blue eyes enter the forest training grounds earlier. They all guessed he was visiting Team 7's training grounds. After a while of waiting, Naruto was heading out of the forest with his hands in his pockets, looking down to the ground. He slowly exited the forest with his eyes darkened, his head jerking forwards. Everyone saw him. They were all excited and happy mixed together. After 2.5 years of waiting, they had finally seen Naruto again. It was quiet and emotionless. Till Shikamaru spoke up. "Naruto, it's been so long, how are you doing, buddy?" Shikamaru asked with a happy smirk. It was quiet for a few seconds still. "What's wrong, Naruto-kun?" Hinata asked. Naruto didn't respond. Then finally Lee came charging towards Naruto. "Naruto, my one true rival, let's spar to see who's the strongest," Lee shouted, about to jump kick Naruto. Naruto had a quick look at Lee and kicked Lee with his left leg up towards the sky without even moving. "Ah!" Lee screamed, launched towards the sky till he was gone. Tink. Lee was now gone from the atmosphere of the planet. "Sorry Lee, but I want to go to Granny Hokage now." Naruto informed everyone, "I have to tell her that I'm back in town." Naruto finished. Everyone's expression was happy that there was nothing wrong with Naruto. "Oh hey guys, sorry I didn't answer, I was just in my mind." Naruto apologized. "Naruto, you changed a lot man, you're a lot taller than before," Kiba complimented. Naruto looked at Kiba, then rolled his eyes to Akamaru, shocked to see the once white little puppy as the size of a wolf. "And not as big as Akamaru, he grew massively while I left," Naruto said, eyes widened with shock. "Really, didn't notice that, I guess being with Akamaru every day just feels like he's still the same to me," Kiba said to himself. "Naruto, where did you get that sword?" Ino asked. Naruto looked at her, his nose popped then started to bleed. Ino noticed this and blushed. Naruto couldn't believe how hot Ino was now than compared to back then. "This sword, oh, I'll explain later," Naruto answered, holding his nose to stop the bleeding. "Anyway, I'll be going now, don't worry about Lee, he'll be crashing down right next to me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crash! Lee crashed right next to Naruto, making a small crater. His body was up straight, and it seemed he landed on his head. Naruto walks away towards the Hokage office, leaving shocked friends and a crashed Lee behind. Everyone was completely shocked at how much Naruto had changed in just 2.5 years. It was like seeing a completely different person. "Naruto has grown much stronger now, I shall try to get a sparring match with him to test our youth," Lee shouted, while upside down on his head at a standing straight position. Time skip. A few minutes at the Hokage office. Tsunade was doing her worst nightmare in her office. Paperwork. She always disliked the paperwork. It was the job of every Kage to file papers about the village's progress and shinobi. She just wished that they would just pick Jiraiya instead. She also wishes that Orochimaru never turn evil so that he would become Hokage. Anyone would be good if she wasn't the one doing all the paperwork. She was in a bad mood. Frustration over doing all of her damn paperwork. Even Tonton and Shizen was outside to make sure that she won't take her frustration on them. She would punch anyone to a bloody pulp just for disturbing her. Knock knock, somebody knocked on the door. "Go away, I'm not in a good mood at the moment. If it has anything to do with the council or villager or shinobi or all of them, then I would like to leave. Now go away before I kill you," Tsunade shouted in rage. The person behind the door just laughed a bit. "That's funny, because when I checked, Pervy Sage said that you missed me a whole lot, now you want me to go away," the person said while chuckling. Tsunade's expression turned from rage to happiness, completely forgetting about her paperwork, and decided to call out for Naruto. "Naruto!" Tsunade called out. "Forget what I said, come in," she shouted in happiness. Naruto opened the door and entered the office. "Hello Granny, long time no see. I see that Konoha had finally put your face on that mountain," Naruto said with a smirk. "For once, I'll let you call me that, since I missed that little bratty act of yours," Tsunade said with a smirk of happiness. "It's been a long time, 2.5 years, can't wait to see how everyone has been doing," Naruto said with his smirk on. "I wonder how much I have missed." Naruto guessed. Well, you missed a couple of things like Asuma's and Kurenai's baby. Tsunade replied. What? They had baby? Naruto shouted in surprise. Yes, Naruto, they had a baby. I see the old pervert hasn't told you much about the leaf? Tsunade guessed. How come he never told me about it? Naruto asked. I don't know. Tsunade replied, but it was Sakura's dash. Tsunade was cut off by Naruto. Oh, you mean Sakura delivered it? Sorry, I know why he never told me. Naruto replied. Wait, what do you mean he never told you? Tsunade asked. It doesn't matter. Naruto replied. Anyway, can you do me a favor and announce the leaf that I have returned? Naruto asked. Sure, Naruto. I shall call for the villagers for the announcement in a few hours. Tsunade agreed and answered. Thanks, Granny. Naruto thanked and left. Don't call me that, you know. Even though you just came back, I let you say that once, Naruto, once. Tsunade shouted in rage, but calmed down and gave a happy smirk to herself. It's good to have you back, brat. Tsunade thought happily. Naruto was walking down the streets of Konoha towards the old place where Team 7 used to meet at. The bridge. The bridge gave him a few memories back when he used to be part of Team 7, how they always got along, and how they felt for each other. Those were the happy memories of Naruto, except for the part where the entire team brought him nothing but more suffering. Kakashi always gave Sasuke most of the credit after every mission completion. Sakura always said and thought Sasuke was the one who had saved her in time of trouble, not Naruto. Sasuke always called Naruto a loser, dope, weak and pathetic ninja the entire world has ever seen. However, the villagers seen Naruto differently, so did the shinobi as well. Of course, they called him a demon and a monster. But in time they started to see Naruto as a great and successful ninja. The Konoha 9 always thought of Naruto as a stupid kid who would never become a ninja. But they started to see him as a great ninja as well. Naruto managed to impress everyone and get the attention he wanted for so long, even though most of the village liked Naruto now. Very few of the population still hated him and thought that this village was nothing more but a disgrace to the ninja world. Naruto didn't mind though. He was just happy that everyone was happy with him and didn't hate him. Naruto was enjoying the nice breeze of the wind at the bridge, leaning on one of the rails, looking out at the open. Naruto suddenly heard a small voice coming from behind him. Hello Naruto, good to see you again. Naruto turned around to see the one person he wished he would not see ever again. Sakura. Sakura has grown a bit. She was only 1/4 smaller than Naruto, about her head eye leveled. She wore a red type of tank shirt, gray skirt, and under the skirt she still wore her bicycle shorts, had similar armbands like Ino except it was gray, and black gloves. As soon as Naruto looked at Sakura, he turned back leaning on the bridge, neglecting Sakura. Hi Haruno. Naruto greeted coldly, avoiding eye contact with the young Haruno girl. Sakura knew why Naruto was acting like this. She knew he was still mad at her for what she had said 2.5 years ago at the hospital. She didn't forgive herself either. She missed her chance to apologize to Naruto back then, but she thought she could make a difference now. It's been a long time, Naruto. Care to talk to me how you've been? Sakura asked shyly. Fine, just fine. Naruto answered in his same cold voice. Sakura began to worry. She took a quick thought and decided to speak once again. Naruto, are you still mad at me for what I said to you 2.5 years ago in the hospital? Sakura asked, in a worried tone. Naruto didn't reply. It was now clear to Sakura that Naruto was mad at her for what she had said back at the hospital. I will be not your Sakura-chan but Sasuke Kun's Sakura-chan. Why would I love a monster like you? These were the words Sakura said to Naruto 2.5 years ago, and these were also the words that had haunted both Naruto and Sakura for the past 2.5 years. Every day Sakura had been regretting those words since Naruto left. I'll take that as a yes, I guess. Sakura said to herself softly, looking down on the ground. Well, I just wanted you to know that I'm sorry. Sorry for everything I have done to you. I'm sorry for all the insults, the punches and the shouting. I know that you didn't deserve all of that, and I didn't know what you were going through back then. I now know that you had suffered more than Sasuke, and that you were treated badly. I know of the demon inside you, but I'm not mad at you. Sakura apologized softly. Naruto didn't answer for a few seconds until now. So, what you're trying to say is that you're sorry for breaking my heart, insulting my dreams and rejecting me all the time. You're sorry for all of that when you had the chance to say sorry to me in the past. Naruto replied coldly. Naruto, I know what I did was wrong. I came here to apologize. I wanted to say sorry before you leave, but I was too late. I searched for you, but I couldn't find you. Naruto, I really am sorry. Sakura apologized once again, but tears forming in her eyes this time. Why are you sorry? In fact, why are you here with me at all? Shouldn't you spend time with your precocious Sasuke-kun? Naruto asked coldly. Naruto, didn't you get the news? Sasuke was imprisoned and sentenced to blood prison, didn't you know? Sakura asked. No, because I told Pervy Sage not to tell me anything about you, Hatake or Sasuke ever again, since you guys told me to stay out of Team 7, remember? Naruto answered, reminding Sakura of what her and Kakashi said back at the hospital. Naruto, Kakashi and I are upset as well of what we said back then. Why did you think Sasuke was here still? Sakura asked sadly, tears coming from her eyes. Because I know how the council loves their precious Uchiha and how they hate their damn demon. In fact, I'm pretty sure they would have awarded that bastard Uchiha with the rank jonin for trying to kill the demon of the village. Luckily most of them never hated me, but the elders despised me. I just thought that Uchiha bastard never got punished at all. Naruto explained bitterly. And another thing, shouldn't you hate me by now for sending your Sasuke-kun to prison? Naruto asked coldly again. Naruto, I'm not mad at you, and I don't love Sasuke anymore, not after what he said to me. Sakura answered. Go on, tell me what happened and what the bastard said to you. Naruto said, turning on his back on the railing, giving eye contact with Sakura. Alright, the day before you left I was upset, so was Kakashi-sensei. Sakura began. Flashback 2.5 years ago, location, Hidden Leaf Village, at the Hokage's office. After Sakura had her talk with the Rookie 9 and the Sand siblings, she was following Kakashi to confront Tsunade, the 5th Hokage, and talk to her about Naruto's punishment. So I expect you wanted me, Kakashi? Tsunade asked, leaning on her desk. Next to her was her assistant Shizen and her pet pig Taunton. I did. Kakashi answered. Lady Hokage, while spectating Sasuke Uchiha's injuries, I confronted Naruto Uzumaki to have a little talk and discuss about his punishment. Kakashi explained. For what? Tsunade asked. For injuring Sasuke Uchiha. Kakashi answered. I saw the injuries and the bruises he took by Naruto. I came here to expel Naruto from Team 7 and have him stay within 50 feet away from the members. Kakashi explained. So I see. Tsunade replied. You want me to punish our best ninja, the one who brought the damn traitor back, for injuring him? Tsunade said in a small angry tone. The answer is no. Tsunade answered. But Hokage-sama, Naruto has used excessive force against Sasuke for no reason and dash. Kakashi was cut off by Tsunade. And what, you want to punish him for defending himself against the traitor? Tsunade spoke up stubbornly. Kakashi, I thought you were smart. As far as I'm clear, that spoiled Uchiha is the one who's getting punished here. He broke Leaf's rules and left the village. Naruto was assigned to the mission to bring him back no matter what, even he had to use excessive force on the Uchiha. Tsunade finished. Lady Hokage, I can assure you that I will fix all of this. Kakashi replied calmly. No, Kakashi, you said that to Sarutobi-sensei before he died, and look what had happened. I'm going to reward Naruto rank of Chunin while Sasuke will get his punishment. Tsunade explained. But Lady Hokage dash. Kakashi was cut off once again. No buts. Tsunade demanded. Sasuke isn't the only one who will be punished, Kakashi. You will share some punishment as well. Tsunade explained. What? Kakashi was shocked. What was he going to be punished for? I heard about you and your little talk with Naruto. I am deeply ashamed of you, Kakashi. You are one of the best jonins that this village had ever had, and you treat Naruto like that. Tsunade said, her anger beginning to kick in. Tsunade, what I said was just to get Naruto understand that violence isn't the only thing that can fix everything. I just didn't want Naruto to get banished or stripped of his rank of ninja or executed. I was just helping Naruto. Kakashi replied. Really? Because how I hear it, you just wanted to punish Naruto for hurting the Uchiha. Tsunade stated. I just wanted to help Naruto, that's all. Kakashi replied. I'm sorry, Kakashi, but I don't believe you. As your punishment, I'm resigning you back to ANBU. You are to report at ANBU headquarters in 4 weeks. You'll have a bit of time off until then. Tsunade explained. Lady Tsunade, please, I'll fix everything. Kakashi begged. Kakashi, you were trusted to lead and teach Team 7. All I see was that you taught Sasuke Uchiha mostly instead of your other students, which shows me that you are not capable of teaching these kids at all. Tsunade stated. I asked, there anything you would like to object, Kakashi? Tsunade asked. No, milady, I know my punishment. Kakashi answered, sadness in his calm voice. Good, as of today I am disbanding Team 7. Tsunade summed up. Sakura. Tsunade called. Sakura looked at Tsunade wide eyes, knowing what she might say. Yes, milady? Sakura asked. When I was in the hospital visiting Naruto, he told me to make you my apprentice. As of today you are my apprentice, but you will learn the shinobi ways and you will learn to fight and you will learn to get stronger. But not to gain the respect of the Uchiha, but to protect this village, understand? Tsunade asked, explaining Sakura's training. Yes, milady, I understand. Sakura nodded. Good, now you may leave. Tsunade said, letting both Kakashi and Sakura leave. Kakashi went to the jonin room to have a small break from everything that had happened today. Sakura left the tower to go to the park where she'll need to clear her mind. Time skip, an hour. After the talk with Shikamaru and Ino, location, the park sidewalk. Sakura was running, tears in her eyes after what Shikamaru said to her. Even though it pains her to say it, he was right. She broke the heart of a person who had always loved her for the person who never did. Shikamaru's right. Why would I do that to Naruto? I was the one who made him promise me that he would bring Sasuke-kun back, and I broke his heart for what I said. Sakura stopped and decided to clean her tears. I guess crying won't do me good. I know I'll apologize to Naruto. I mean, he did save Sasuke-kun, and he did fulfill my promise to him. I'll also go out to eat with him if it makes him any better. Sakura thought, and with that she decided to search the village for him. After hours of searching she couldn't find him. She decided to go to bed and search tomorrow. Even at the next day she still couldn't find Naruto. She searched everywhere except the Namake's house, since no one lived there for years and nobody was allowed since it used to belong to the 4th Hokage. After searching she decided to get some sleep, The strange thing was that she didn't see anyone at night, even Ino wasn't seen. Usually she walks across Sakura's house to get to her home since she didn't live far. The next morning Sakura decided to ask her friends for help to find Naruto. Unfortunately she would get the worst news of her life. The day after Naruto left, in Konoha's park, Sakura was talking with the rookie 9 of Naruto's whereabouts. "What do you mean he's gone?" Sakura shouted in sadness. "Didn't Naruto tell you? He left the village last night to go with Jiraiya. We all said goodbye to him and you didn't know?" Shikamaru asked, shocked that Naruto didn't tell Sakura that he was leaving. "No, he didn't. If he did, I would be apologizing to Naruto. I never knew he was leaving. Too high would he keep this a secret?" Sakura asked. "Probably because he still hates you for shouting at him and calling him a demon." Kiba replied, which earned him a fist to the head. Bam! Ino punches Kiba on the head. "Hey Ino, what the hell?" Kiba shouted in rage, rubbing the back of his head. "Kiba, can you please not say these things in front of Sakura?" Ino told Kiba, giving him a serious look. "But it's true, isn't it?" Kiba replied. Ino got close to his ear. "Yeah, but not in front of Sakura." Ino whispered. "Oh. Sorry." Kiba apologized. "It's okay, it is the truth after all. I shouldn't have said anything to him. I was just mad. I know now that when someone calls him a demon his heart breaks, and it's all because what's inside him." Sakura replied, looking down the ground in sadness. "Don't worry, Sakura. Naruto said he will return 2.5 years later. I'm pretty sure he'll forgive you." Ino stated. "I hope you're right, Ino." Sakura started to get her hopes up. "Well, there's more news. Sasuke Uchiha has awakened from his coma. It seems it didn't last long at all. I knew Tsunade was a great healer, but I didn't think she was that good." Shikamaru informed. "So Sasuke-kun's awake?" Sakura asked, with a happy smile on. "Yeah, he's awake. You're free to visit him if you want to, Sakura?" Shikamaru informed. "Sure, I'll visit him." And with that said, Sakura left and ran towards the hospital where she would meet her so-called beloved Sasuke-kun. Location: hospital, outside of Sasuke Uchiha's room. Sakura was at the door, happy to meet Sasuke. The ANBU guards were no longer there. They had been told by Tsunade to take the time off since Sasuke Uchiha was awake now. Next to Sakura was her sensei, Kakashi Hatake, who was also going to see if Sasuke was okay. Sakura opened the door, walking in while Kakashi closed the door behind them. What they saw was a handcuffed Sasuke. Sasuke's left hand was handcuffed to the bed pole. It was a chakra handcuff which made sure that Sasuke's chakra was sealed until it was removed. Also, Sasuke seemed a bit down, his eyes filled with nothing but rage since Naruto had beaten him in the valley at the end. His head slumped forwards. Nothing was in his mind than that dope Naruto. Naruto, the Academy's #1 knucklehead, had beaten an Uchiha elite, the worst ninja in the world, beaten an Uchiha. How was it possible for an idiot like Naruto to beat the last loyal Uchiha? When Kakashi and Sakura came in, Sasuke showed no sign of noticing them. He was still busy with his mind about Naruto. Sakura noticed how her Sasuke-kun was and was upset of this. She decided to break the silence and snap Sasuke out of his mind. "Hi Sasuke-kun, how have you been doing? Are you doing alright?" Sakura asked, giving the Uchiha a fake smile. Sasuke turned his head to see Sakura and Kakashi, then turned back, ignoring the two ninjas. Kakashi noticed this and immediately spoke up. "Sasuke, Sakura said how you have been doing? Care to answer?" Kakashi asked, with a bit of concern to his Uchiha student. "Fine, just fine." Sasuke answered coldly. "Like that doesn't surprise me. Hey, are you sure you sound a bit sick, Sasuke-kun?" Sakura asked, showing concern on her face. "Yes, I'm fine," Sasuke replied, gritting his teeth in annoyance. "Oh, okay, Sasuke-kun." Sakura still had her fake smile on. At that moment, two ANBU guards came in with Ibiki and Inoichi following. This made Sakura tremble a bit, as she remembers Ibiki from the Chunin exams on how he used to terrify the genins at the first test of the exams. This wasn't surprising for Kakashi, as Tsunade needed information about Orochimaru. Since Sasuke was leaving to join him, she figured that Orochimaru probably told the location of where he lives. Ibiki and Inoichi were perfect for the job, even if Sasuke is just a 13-year-old kid. The two ANBU guards were standing at both sides of the bed to make sure Sasuke would not hesitate to escape. Behind Ibiki and Inoichi came Tsunade. Judging by her face, she wasn't going to give Sasuke an easy time. Her face was serious. "Lady Tsunade, why are you here?" Kakashi asked. "I need answers of what had happened there at the battle. I need to know what Sasuke Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki did. I need to know what the hell happened back there," Tsunade answered. Sakura was worried. She knows how stubborn Sasuke can be. Even with the Hokage around, he still acts like he's superior to her. "Now Uchiha, I want you to tell me exactly what had happened at the valley at the end," Tsunade ordered. "What happened is none of your business," Sasuke replied. "You do realize you're talking to the last Uchiha, don't you?" Sasuke asked mockingly. "It's offensive to force the last of a noble clan answer a question that they don't want to answer?" asked Sasuke mockingly again. "I knew this would not be an easy job," Tsunade said to herself. "Inoichi, I want you to search Sasuke's mind and see what had happened," Tsunade ordered. "With pleasure, milady," Inoichi responded. "No! No one will look into my mind!" Sasuke shouted in rage. "Quiet!" Tsunade demanded. "ANBU! Hold this traitor until Inoichi finishes the job." Tsunade ordered. Yes, milady. Both A and B replied. Soon both the A and BU grabbed Sasuke's arms and held him down until Inoichi would take a quick look into his mind. Are you sure you're not using force too much? Kakashi asked, worried for his student. Quiet, Hatake, you have no right to stick up for this traitor, not after what you told the Uzumaki. One of the A and BU replied venomously. Kakashi knew what the A and BU were referring to. They were referring to Naruto. Word had spread quickly around Konoha like wildfire about Kakashi's and Sakura's talk with Naruto. Let go of me. You can't do this, Sasuke shouted, struggling to get out of the ANBU's grip. Inoichi puts his right hand on Sasuke's forehead, closing his eyes and doing the mind finger sign on his left hand. Mind transfer jutsu, Inoichi said. Sasuke stopped struggling. Sasuke's eyes blacked out due to the effects of the jutsu, shutting his body down to stop the struggling. This worried Sakura as she was upset that Sasuke was like this. It made her scared that Sasuke might get hurt, and he had just recovered from the battle with Naruto. After 5 minutes of waiting, Inoichi opened his eyes, lets go of Sasuke's head and releases the jutsu, making Sasuke's body slump down forward bit. If it weren't for the ANBU, he would have fell onto the floor. So how'd it go? Kakashi asked. It seems like your student left the village on his free will. He had full control of the seal. Inoichi explained. It seems like the Uzumaki boy did what he can to stop the Uchiha from leaving by knocking him out of his thick skull. Inoichi continued. It looks like the Uchiha was willing to abandon his home for that snake bastard. Inoichi finished. Any more detail? Tsunade asked. No, that's all, milady. Inoichi replied. Good. Tsunade said. ANBU. Take Sasuke Uchiha to his cell at once, Tsunade ordered. At this point, either Kakashi or Sakura would try and talk Tsunade out of putting the Uchiha to a cell. But since Tsunade heard of what Inoichi said about what had happened, she was stubborn to put the Uchiha in a cell, which no one can stop her. The ANBU guards uncuffed Sasuke's left hand and took him to ANBU headquarters to a cell. Ibiki, Inoichi and Tsunade left the room, leaving Kakashi and Sakura upset that their teammate and student betrayed the village on his own free will. Sakura ran to the door, but realized Kakashi wasn't following. She stopped and asked Kakashi, Kakashi-sensei, are you going to come with me to visit Sasuke-kun? Kakashi didn't answer. He was too busy in his mind with Naruto about what he had said to the blonde kid. No, Sakura, I got to go now. Have fun meeting the Uchiha. Kakashi waved to Sakura, walking out of the room with his head slumped down in shame. Sakura ran out of the hospital to head towards the ANBU headquarters where she will meet Sasuke. Location: ANBU headquarters, Sasuke's prison cell. Sakura walked down to Sasuke's cell to meet the Uchiha. She was sad that her Sasuke-kun was going to prison. She wanted to make her last moments with him worth her time by confessing her love one more time. In Sasuke's cell there were many thoughts in the Uchiha's head. Damn it! Sasuke screamed in his mind in rage. I can't go to prison. I have to revive my clan and kill Itachi. Sasuke thought. Naruto. I will have my revenge on you. Sasuke growled in his thoughts. At that moment, Sakura came to see Sasuke. Sasuke-kun, can I see you for a second? Sakura asked, giving a sad smile. Sasuke replied. Sakura thought that meant yes, so she stood closer to the bars and held one of her hands on one of the bars and got a closer view on the Uchiha. Sasuke-kun, I know that you're going to get sent to prison soon. In about a few weeks you will be sent to blood prison. Sakura said. I just wanted to say that I will miss you, Sakura stated, a few tears forming in her eyes. Sasuke didn't respond. Instead, he just looked at Sakura, wondering what she was upset about. Sasuke-kun, you're going to be in prison for such a long time. I just don't know what I will do without you. Sakura continued, this time tears falling out of her eyes. Sasuke-kun, neither me or Kakashi-sensei can do anything to stop it, but I want you to know that. Sakura continued, more tears falling from her eyes. I just want you to know that I love you. Sakura finally finished, I love you with all my heart, and that I will love no one else. Even if I die a lonely person, I shall love you even though you will be in prison. Sakura confessed. No matter what, you will always be the man in my heart, Sasuke-kun, Sakura told Sasuke. Sasuke, however, was not sad but angry, very angry. First he had to be beaten by the dobe, put in a cell, and now have to deal with a crying pathetic girl who just said that she loved him. He was angry that the most annoying fangirl had just said that she loved him. Oh, Sasuke replied. Sakura looked at Sasuke, giving him a smile for realizing she loves him. Oh, are you kidding me? Sasuke yelled in rage. Sakura's smile broke and looked at him with sadness. Sasuke rushed towards to the bars only to hit one of them to scare Sakura, making her stand a few steps back. Sasuke-kun, what's wrong? Sakura asked, concerned for her teammate. I'll tell you what's wrong, Sasuke replied. What's wrong is that I have been beaten by the dobe, going to be sent to prison, and now I have an annoying weak pathetic girl that she loves me. Sasuke explained in rage. But Sasuke-kun, I do love you, Sakura replied. Oh please, do you think I'll ever love you? All you have been was nothing but a weak pathetic ninja who thought that being smart was the best way of being a ninja. It takes skill and time of which I don't have. If only I have gone to Orochimaru, Sasuke stated. Sakura was speechless. She had never thought that Sasuke would say such things to her, even though it's the truth. Her sadness was now based on Sasuke's actions towards her. She had never felt this sad in her life before. There's one thing that is good about this, and that would be never seeing you again. You're annoying, pathetic and weak, even Ino is stronger than you," Sasuke stated. Sakura was now crying, not because Sasuke's going to be gone, but his last words to Sakura were painful. Sakura was now angry, and the next thing she said would surprise everyone. "Sasuke, you bastard, I love you, and this is how you treat me after all that I had done for you," Sakura shouted in rage. Next thing she did is rush to the bars and punch Sasuke in the face. Punch! Sakura punched Sasuke in the face. Sasuke fell to the wall with his nose bleeding. "I never asked you to love me, did I? You did this to yourself, you damn fool. Naruto would probably be here screaming at me for hurting you, and you would just punch him and say, 'Naruto, baka, leave Sasuke-kun alone.'" Sasuke reminded Sakura with evil smirk on his face. He had never felt so amused in his life seeing Sakura crying. Sakura took Sasuke's words in. He was right. If Naruto was here, she would scream and punch him in the face for shouting at her so-called Sasuke-kun. She feels guilty and sad for Naruto after what she had told him at the hospital. "Goodbye, Sasuke. I hope I never see you again." With that said, Sakura left the cell section and out of the ANBU headquarters feeling angry, upset and guilty mixed together. Sasuke just realized his mistake. "Damn it! I should have used her love for me to escape," Sasuke shouted in rage. "Selfish bastard." Sakura was running through the village crying. She was heading to Team 7's training grounds to get Sasuke out of her head. Location: Team 7's training grounds. After a while of crying, Sakura had finally made it to the training grounds, where she was laying on a tree near the stone which has all the names of the heroes and shinobi that had died for the village of the leaf. She could feel her legs giving out due to her sadness. Her legs couldn't take it anymore. Leaning on a tree, Sakura remembered exactly what she had said to Naruto, and now regretted every word. She stopped sobbing and noticed a dark figure with white hair in front of her standing a few feet in front of the memorial stone with his hands in his pockets. It was her sensei, Kakashi Hatake. He was standing in front of the stone, and had noticed that Sakura was near him. "Hello, Sakura," Kakashi greeted, kept his eyes on the stone. "Hi, Kakashi-sensei," Sakura greeted, wiping the tears off of her eyes. "Did you come here to greet the dead?" Kakashi asked. "No, but now I think of it, I'll join you," Sakura answered, wiping the last of her tears away. "I thought I taught you better, Sakura," Kakashi replied, changing his eye contact to the stone again. "But now I think of it, have I taught you anything but climbing a tree?" Kakashi asked. "No, but dash." Sakura was cut off by Kakashi. "But nothing, I taught you and Naruto nothing while I taught Sasuke instead of you two. I neglected you too, and now I'm paying the price of shame. Something that had been going on in my clan, you could say it's part of the bloodline," Kakashi replied. "Kakashi-sensei, what happened with Sasuke wasn't your fault, it was his," Sakura said. "So you refer him as Sasuke now and started to see who he really is now?" Kakashi asked. "Yes, and now that I see it, I wasted years trying to get that bastard to love me," Sakura replied. Kakashi was shocked in the inside. Never before had Sakura called Sasuke a bastard, unless Naruto was using the transformation jutsu. But Kakashi knew it wasn't Naruto but the real Sakura. He was just surprised that she didn't refer Sasuke as Sasuke-kun or blamed Sasuke of anything or called him a bastard. "But now I see that the only person that had ever loved me was the same person I screamed at the hospital," Sakura confessed. "So, you love Naruto, don't you?" Kakashi asked. "Yeah, I guess I do. But when he comes home I hope he forgives me and forgets about Sasuke," Sakura hoped. "And if he doesn't?" Kakashi asked. "I don't care. If he doesn't forgive me, I guess I'll have no choice but to accept it," Sakura replied. "And if he doesn't love you?" Kakashi asked again. "If he doesn't, I just have to make it up to him and try to win his heart," Sakura replied. Kakashi gave Sakura a small eye smile and left. Sakura left Oswell. On her way home she was thinking 2.5 years. That's plenty of time until Naruto returns. I'll have to train hard and prove to Naruto-kun that I'm sorry and I hope that he will love me again. Wait, Naruto-kun, Sakura shouted in her head. Time skip. 2 weeks later. Location: Konoha Gates. A large crowd gathered to see their traitor of Uchiha being taken away by ANBU to Blood Prison. In the crowd is Harino Sakura. She was watching the last moments of her teammate in Konoha. He will soon be sent to Blood Prison. "Any last words, Uchiha?" one of the Anbu asked. "Yes, I do," Sasuke answered. "I decided that I will not only wreak revenge on my brother, but Konoha Oswell and your so-called hero of the village. I'll kill everyone and destroy everything. I'll get my revenge on you, Konoha, I swear it," Sasuke sworn. "Is that all?" one of the Anbu asked. "Yes, that's all," Sasuke answered. With that the ANBU took Sasuke, leaving the crowd speechless on how the once great Uchiha had now turned into a real demon. Sakura would no longer see Sasuke as the man she once saw him as and hopes to never see him again. Flashback end. Time present. "So you see, Naruto, after Sasuke said that about me I lost all my feelings for him. Ino was right, my feelings for Sasuke was a lie and that I got rid of the real person who had ever loved me. It felt like someone died in my life and that was the part of you who loved me," Sakura said. Naruto kept his glare at her. "So please, Naruto, I'm so sorry for what I had said to you and I'm deeply sorry for ignoring you and hurting you for Sasuke." Sakura apologized once again. Naruto didn't respond. "I know that you're pretty upset of me, and probably hate me now that I had said all those mean things to you back at the hospital 2.5 years ago," Sakura reminded. "But I've changed since then. I'm no longer that Uchiha fangirl that would follow every step for a man who never loved me. I'm now one of Konoha's best medic nins and doctor. I'm not that weak girl who always treat her teammate like trash. Sakura explained. Please Naruto-kun, I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt you. I was so blinded by the crush I had for Sasuke that I took you out of my life. I never should have hurt, and I should have never stood up for that jerk. Sakura begged, tears falling from her eyes. I know what I did was wrong and probably I'm too late Oswell to apologize, but please forgive me. Sakura begged again. I want a second chance with you. I want the Naruto back, the Naruto that used to love me no matter what. Sakura was crying now. I'm sorry for calling you annoying for not having any parents. I'm sorry for hitting and punching you for Sasuke, and I'm sorry for always yelling at you for standing up to me against Sasuke when he hurts my feelings. Sakura begged. Please Naruto, I want a second chance please, and I hope we can go out if you want. Sakura stopped crying and looked at Naruto straight in the eyes. So Naruto finally replied, You now feel what I have been feeling for the past year we've been together as a team. Naruto said. Forget it. Naruto raised his voice a bit. Sakura looked at him with the sad eyes. After all what you said and done to me, now you want to apologize. I haven't seen it in the past, Hirano, but now I do. You will never love me as a friend or a lover. You always want one thing, and that would be Sasuke. You're just saying that to get me to convince Grandma Tsunade to drop the charges on Sasuke so that you will have your precious Sasuke-kun back. Naruto stated. Naruto, that's not true. I don't want him back. I realized who he really is and I never want to see him again. Sakura replied. I used to have feelings for him, but now I have feelings for you. I realize now that I love you. Sasuke's crush has blinded me from yours and I had never realized it until now. Sakura explained. That's funny, because you used to tell me that I was in the way between you and Sasuke. Naruto stated. I know, but I have never realized my feelings for you until you were gone. Sakura said. Well, forget about that. I'll never love you again and I will never call you a teammate again. Team 7 is dead. The only one who ever mattered was Sasuke, not me, never me. Naruto replied. I see, what I said now has driven you away from me. I just wanted to get this weight off of my shoulders, but I wanted you to love me. But I see that you don't want to return that love. Sakura guessed. You're right, I don't if you never did before. The love I have for you is gone forever, Sakura. You should know that since you broke my heart back at the hospital. With that, Naruto decided to leave. Naruto-kun, I love you with all my heart, please, love me again. Sakura begged one last time. Bye Haruno, and don't ever call me Naruto-kun again. It hurts me if you lie like that. Naruto replied. If you are sorry then you have to earn my forgiveness. I'm that boy who just forgives anyone anymore. Naruto left the bridge leaving a heartbroken Sakura. That wasn't very nice now, was it? Asked a figure. Naruto looked next to him to see a jonin with white spiky hair and his left eye covered. It was Kakashi, his former sensei. What do you care of? All you want is the Uchiha, not me or Sakura. Naruto replied. Naruto, I'm sorry for what I said at the hospital. I hope you can forgive me. Kakashi hoped. I don't forgive you since you caused Sasuke to abandon the village and kick me out of the team for saving the bastard. Naruto explained. Well, I know when my students will never forgive me, so there's no way I'm talking you out of forgiving me. Kakashi said. You're right, there is no way. You have to earn my forgiveness. Naruto replied. Oh, and Hitaki, I'm your former student now, remember, I have a new sensei, one that is just like me. You are to refer me as either Uzumaki-san or Namikaze-san. My sensei calls me by my name, not you. Naruto left the area leaving an upset Kakashi behind. I'm sorry Naruto, I have failed you. Kakashi whispered to himself. Later on that day, location Hokage's tower. On top of the roof stood Tsunade looking at the shinobi and citizens that had gathered around the tower for Tsunade's announcement. People of the Leaf, I have come to announce that Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze has finally returned from his training trip. Tsunade announced. The crowd cheered that their hero had returned. It's been a week since Naruto had returned. All the villagers were happy that their blonde Jinchuriki had returned. He had turned out to be the real hero he is now. The Konoha 12 were pleased to see Naruto back along with their senseis. However, they were also a bit disappointed in Naruto. After hearing from Sakura, what he had said to her disappointed them since they saw how much she had changed. Shikamaru, Kiba, Akamaru, Shino, Choji, Lee and Niji didn't want anything to do with this after Sakura told them not to. Tenten and Hinata followed Sakura's words but was concerned for her. Ino wanted to beat the living daylights out of Naruto but was stopped by her best friend Sakura, saying that she probably deserves it for mistreating and ignoring him for years. Guy, Asuma and Kurenai heard of the news Oswell from Kakashi. They were disappointed Oswell but wasn't as much as their students were. They knew what happened in the past and now hearing the results of Kakashi's and Sakura's mistake. Tsunade and Shizen were both upset. Sakura changed for the better and Naruto refused to give her the chance to show it. They were going to talk to Naruto but was stopped by Jiraiya, who told them Naruto needs to see this for himself, and that it is his decision. As usual with Tsunade's stubbornness, it took Jiraiya hours to get the slug Sannin to understand. Shikamaru tried talking Naruto into giving Sakura a chance to show that she had changed but he refused. Niji, Choji, Lee and Kiba with Akamaru tried to help Shikamaru Oswell into talking to Naruto but failed Oswell. Shino knew this would happen for a long time and never tried to talk to Naruto about it. He knew that Naruto would never listen to reason, so why bother? Hinata and Tenten tried helping Oswell, but the same result came by that they had failed to talk to Naruto into giving Sakura a chance. Ino instead tried to comfort her friend, seeing how she was heartbroken by Naruto's words. For the past week Naruto had been in Konoha. Sakura was silent. She didn't talk to anyone, not even Tsunade-sensei. Naruto noticed but didn't care. Why would he care for Sakura's feelings? That's what he did with her, and what did he receive? Punches, kicks, and screaming from her, so why not let Sakura feel her pain just like Naruto had in the past? Naruto still hadn't heard any news about his once-called brother, Sasuke Uchiha. He didn't care, just like Sasuke didn't care about anyone. Naruto doesn't care if Sasuke is suffering. He's always been treated well in the village in the past but never cared for the people who helped him. Why would Naruto care for that stuck-up Uchiha bastard? The villagers didn't care either. Turns out that Sasuke cared only about revenge, which sickened the citizens. They always believed on their Uchihas. Sasuke was a disgrace. He always cared for himself, and revenge, they didn't want him back at all. He was a dangerous man. The shinobi had the same thoughts as Naruto. Why care for the man who's been treated like a Hokage, who tried to join up with the man who had killed the third Hokage and tried to destroy the village just for revenge? This sickened them more than the villagers, as one of Konoha's prized shinobi turned out to be a traitor, just like the man who betrayed Konoha. The council changed their minds about Sasuke as they too saw what he was. Well, most of them except for the elders, who still wanted the noble Uchiha for his Sharingan. They blamed Naruto for his sentence, but the rest of the council didn't. They blamed the Uchihas because of their selfish needs in the past for being the clan that had found Konoha. Guess the massacre was the result of their aggression. A lot of things changed for Naruto, and there was so much that he wanted to see and know. Except for Sakura and Kakashi, of course, he couldn't care less of Sasuke. The jonin exams are coming out next week, which the Sand helped to prepare. They said that it would be an apology and peace with the Sand for the invasion that was caused in the Chunin exams 2.5 years ago. Location: Namake's house. Looking at a mirror, Naruto smiled and looked at himself, seeing that he's no longer Konoha's knuckled-headed ninja but a kind-hearted one. He was no longer the demon they said he was. He was the hero of the village and everyone liked him. A lot has changed. Today I'm meeting Iruka-sensei. He always believed in me. Not like Hatake. Naruto thought to himself, then left the house. Location: Academy. It was Sunday, so the school was closed. But Naruto went to the playground to sit in his old swing, where he used to sit and watch all the kids play, leaving a lonely Naruto behind. He sat on his swing, looking at the academy with a smile, remembering what he was like back then compared to now. He was known as one of the strongest ninjas in the village, not the weakest. As he was staring at the school, a figure with spiky hair and a scar on his nose, with tan skin, came behind Naruto. His name was Iruka, Naruto's formal academy sensei. Hey, I thought you graduated from the academy? Iruka asked with a smile on his face. Naruto turned around to be surprised that his academy teacher is here on a Sunday. Iruka-sensei. Naruto called in surprise with a smile of happiness on his face. Iruka chuckled a bit when Naruto called him sensei. I'm not your sensei anymore, Naruto, remember? You passed 3 years ago, remember? Iruka asked. Yeah, I know, but it's just a good name for you now, and I thought I'd just come by and see how this place is doing. Naruto replied in a happy tone, shooting up from the swing with a smile on his face. I see no one got rid of my swing. Brings lots of memories, it does. Naruto said. So it does. Remember that you were just a little kid, now you're a teenager, and have become a fine ninja today. Iruka complimented. Thanks, Iruka-sensei. Naruto thanked. Not a problem. Let me treat you to some ramen. Iruka said. No. I'll treat you this time. Naruto smiled. Okay, mind if I bring Anko along? Iruka asked. Who's Anko? Naruto asked. Naruto, don't you remember? It's the proctor from the Chunin exams for the second test in the Forest of Death. Iruka reminded. Naruto took a small time off remembering who this Anko girl was. He remembered she had brown eyes, a gray-brownish jacket with a fish net under it to resemble a shirt, and a gray-brownish skirt, had purple hair and had a bit of pale skin and a type of attitude that would resemble a military captain's. After a bit of time of thinking, he remembered it was that jonin girl who threw a kunai close to Naruto's left cheek and licked it. I remember her. She was the jonin from the Chunin exams that swiped a kunai on my cheek and licked me. Naruto shouted in shock. Iruka chuckled a bit again. So you do remember her? Yeah, she can be a bit aggressive sometimes, but she's a beautiful and gentle girl once you get to know her. Iruka explained. Wait, Iruka-sensei, are you too? Naruto asked, wondering if they could be dating or something like that. You're right, Naruto, we are dating. Iruka answered. What? Naruto exclaimed. We'll talk at Ichiraka's, okay? Iruka suggested. Okay. Naruto replied with a smile. Location: Ichiraka's ramen shop. Naruto and Iruka walked towards Ichiraka's, seeing Anko sitting on one of the stools. She saw Iruka and waved, giving him a smile. Hey, Iruka Kaien. Anko greeted. Hi, Anko-chan. Iruka greeted. Anko changed her view towards the person next to Iruka. She instantly noticed it was Naruto, judging from the whisker-like marks and the cerulean blue eyes with the blonde spiky hair. Also, the village talks a lot about him, and the many stories they had heard from travelers about him. Let me guess. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Your student, right? Anko asked. Well, former student, and yes, it is Naruto. Iruka replied. Nice to meet you, Anko. Naruto greeted, shaking Anko's hand. Nice to meet you too, maggot. Anko replied. You know, I'm older now, so you don't have to call me that. Naruto said with a frown on his face. Anko just smiled in amusement. Yeah, but I'm a jonin, you're just a chunin. Anko replied. Not for long, soon I'm going to be jonin just like you once the exams are up. Naruto talked back with a smile. They all sat on the stool waiting for their meal to come. So Naruto, how have you been? Iruka asked the blonde Jinchuriki. Fine, I went to a lot of villages and a lot of places where I have met a lot of people. I also got a souvenir from my journey. Naruto replied with a smile. So I see. Iruka said, looking at the sword on Naruto's back. Yeah, I also hear that this village had missed me while I was gone. Naruto said. True, a lot of people had missed you. Teams 8, 10 and Guy had missed you a lot, including Sakura and Kakashi. Iruka explained. Naruto flinched slightly when Iruka said the names Kakashi and Sakura. Didn't think those two missed me. I thought they missed their Uchiha prodigy. Naruto guessed with a cold tone. Both Anko and Iruka noticed how cold Naruto's tone was towards the gray-haired one-eyed Jounin and the pink Kiniochi. They heard of what Naruto had said to Sakura from her. Iruka was disappointed in Naruto for saying that when he has no idea of how much Sakura had changed over the past 2.5 years. Anko didn't know much about Team 7 other than being in the second test of the Chunin exams. What do you mean, Naruto? Iruka asked, concerned for his former student and son figure. What I mean is that Hatake and Haruno kicked me out of Team 7 just because I had hurt their precious Uchiha. Naruto replied coldly. Hatake and Haruno, usually you call them Kakashi-sensei and Sakura-chan. What happened to that saying? Iruka asked, still in concern. What happened that my so-called sensei decided to teach and train the Uchiha who I called a brother, who also shoved a hand full of lightning through my chest, who was still supported by a pink-haired Kuniochi who couldn't care less whether I was hurt or not. Naruto replied. I understand Sasuke, Naruto, but Kakashi and Sakura? Don't you think that's just going a bit too far? Iruka asked. No, not really. I think those two deserve it after defending the Uchiha against me for bringing him back with a few broken bones. Also, they supported the Uchiha ever since we got back from the wave mission. Naruto explained. But you were a team Naruto? I heard that you successfully completed the mission. Iruka stated. It was successful, but we were just lucky that we survived. Haruno mostly cared about the Uchiha who was pinned down by the needles and stayed with him the most and treated him, while I took most of the damage, and I was the one who was bleeding the most. Although now I see it, I can tell that if I died she wouldn't care, she would just be happy that the Baka is dead and she was finally alone with her Uchiha. Naruto explained coldly. Rather to say that Iruka was disappointed in Naruto still, he had heard of the mission, but he was upset with Sakura who was only tending to the Uchiha than Naruto. At least tend to your other teammates than just one. He remembered when Naruto was brought to the village, Naruto still had a few injuries from his battle with Haku. He had to force the doctors to treat him. After that scenario came the Chunin exams, which Hatake decided to teach the Uchiha than me. Even though it was for his good because he was against Gaara, I was against Neji, yet he gave me Ebisu, who at that time hated me still for having the demon within me. I was lucky that Pervy Sage came to help train me, otherwise I would have lost to Neji and never had saved Haruno, or this village from Gaara, the opponent that the Uchiha couldn't defeat. Naruto continued. Even after all that had happened over the past year, I still couldn't get training from Hatake because he was on missions, but he made the Uchiha leader of the race mission we were at. He became the substitute leader for the team because Hatake said that he defeated Gaara, even though the Uchiha told the truth. HEW was still the leader. I of course objected, but overthrown by Hatake and the Uchiha with the support of Haruno. Naruto explained. During our mission we fell off the boat. Haruno was drowning, so I saved her and tried to give her CPR. But I was punched in the face before I could buy her and never thanked for saving her life from drowning. Naruto finished. Iruka heard of the race mission. He was upset about what he had heard from the reports that Naruto was punched trying to save the Kuniochi's life, all because she wanted the Uchiha to save her, not Naruto. I heard. But that was in the past. Naruto and Sakura changed for the better. I've went on a few missions with her, and she's completely different from what she is now than in the past. Iruka objected. Still, it's too late, Iruka-sensei. I have made up my mind. She never cared for me at all in the past, so why now? So I could bring the Uchiha back to her by asking Granny to drop the charges on him. Naruto replied. Naruto, haven't you heard of what had happened to Sasuke? He went to prison and the entire village doesn't want him back. Iruka objected again. Still, I don't trust Haruno or Hatake. Hatake ignored the warning Anko gave him and Haruno listened to the Uchiha like his life depended on it. Naruto reminded. Anko heard of this and remembered what she had told Kakashi back at the Chunin exams about Sasuke's curse mark. Kakashi ignored the warning and sealed the power of the curse mark. However, it wasn't strong enough to keep it sealed permanently once Sasuke used it against Naruto at the Valley of the End. Anko was mad at Kakashi for ignoring her, but what made her furious is that he was going to punish Naruto for bringing him back injured. But no one was angrier at Kakashi than Iruka at that time. Iruka trusted Kakashi to take care of his former students. Once Iruka found out about what Kakashi told Naruto, he lost at him. Flashback 2.5 years ago, A day later, after the hospital incident with Naruto, Iruka was walking down the streets of Konoha to get to the Hokage's tower, where he will give Kakashi such a shouting. He had heard of what Kakashi said to Naruto for bringing Sasuke injured. Iruka knows Naruto can be a bit rough at times and maybe a bit aggressive, but he'll never ever hurt a friend for no reason whatsoever. Iruka was not only mad at Kakashi but Sasuke and Sakura as well. Location: Hokage's tower. Iruka made it all the way to the tower, storming, and he was searching for Kakashi. Couldn't find the masked Nin. Iruka decided to check somewhere else. Naruto had told him that usually he and Kakashi meets at the bridge, so that's where Iruka was walking to next. Location: bridge. Iruka was still looking for Kakashi but had no luck. He searched all over the area around the bridge but still couldn't find him. He then tried looking for Kakashi at the one place he usually hangs around, and that place would be the Memorial Stone. Location: Memorial Stone. Iruka had found Kakashi, staring at the Memorial Stone at the specific names Obito Uchiha and Minato Namikaze. Sensei Obito, I'm sorry I had failed you. Kakashi apologized in his thoughts. Iruka saw Kakashi and stormed towards him. Kakashi saw this and was curious why Iruka was so angry. Anything wrong, Iruka? Kakashi asked in his calm tone. Iruka immediately tackled Kakashi towards a tree. Kakashi didn't resist or struggle since he knew the reason why Iruka was doing this to him. Anything wrong? Anything wrong? Iruka shouted in rage. I'll tell you what's wrong, Kakashi, you. Iruka continued. I trusted you to take care of my students. Yet instead you throw them away like trash. Iruka shouted. Kakashi just looked at Iruka with his lazy eye. Outside looks like he doesn't care, but the inside he is ashamed of himself. That's not true, Iruka. Kakashi objected. I was just trying to teach Naruto a lesson about injuring his teammates. Kakashi explained. Shut up. I heard of the mission Naruto was sent in. You scolded him for bringing that Uchiha back to the village. Iruka explained. I also heard that you said that you're kicking him out of the team for what he had done to the Uchiha. Iruka explained, lowering his voice. Kakashi was shocked that Iruka didn't state one of his former students as his name, instead as his clan name. Don't you mean Sasuke Iruka? Kakashi asked, in his calm tone. No, Uchiha had disgraced the name of shinobi title and betrayed the village. He also betrayed Naruto, who he had once considered the Uchiha as a brother. He betrayed his brotherlyhood. Iruka explained. I trusted you to take care of Naruto and the others. Yet you decided to teach the Uchiha and kick Naruto out of the team. Iruka stated. Iruka, I know you're mad, and I am sorry that I kicked Naruto out of the team, but there is no team anymore. If you heard, I am no longer a jonin. Tsunade said that it was my punishment to return to ANBU and that Team 7 was to be disbanded. Kakashi explained. In fact, I think it's for the better that Team 7 is disbanded. Kakashi said. Iruka's expression changed to confusion. I have disgraced the name of jonin. I also disgraced my clan's name just like my dad did. Only difference is that he did it to save his comrades' lives, but I betrayed my comrades. Kakashi explained. I betrayed Naruto and Sakura. I wasn't a good sensei to them. What I saw in Sasuke was me. He wanted to bring greatness to the Uchiha clan again just like I wanted to with the Hatake clan. I saw him leaving his friends and comrades out of his life just like I did when I was his age. Kakashi continued, leaving Iruka speechless. I trained Sasuke because he needed to beat Gaara. However, he only needed the speed and jutsus to defeat him. I had to only teach Sasuke taijutsu and another jutsus, which was the Chidori. I taught him the Chidori so he'll defend his comrades, yet instead all I saw was Naruto, one of Sasuke's comrades, injured due to the Chidori. The very Chidori I taught Sasuke was used against Naruto. Therefore I have failed Sasuke, Sakura and Naruto all at the same time. Kakashi continued, Iruka's grip smoothening, letting go of Kakashi. Kakashi walked back towards the stone and stared at it again. I am not worthy of the rank Jounin. I had disgraced the clan name just as my dad did. All because I was worried for my team. Kakashi added, you see Iruka, after the T-Country mission my team was assigned to, Sasuke and Naruto had a sparring match on the hospital roof. I saw the entire battle with my own eye. As soon as Naruto and Sasuke were using the Chidori and Rasengan, Sakura ran towards the clash in hopes of stopping it. I came just in time to stop it. It sort of reminded me of me and Obito when we were in our sparring match. What I saw in Sasuke was pride and too much of it. When Orochimaru made a deal with Sasuke he went for it. I tried to talk him into giving up revenge but he wouldn't listen to me. Kakashi continued. When I heard about Sasuke's departure, I instantly followed the boy. In the end I saw Naruto and Sasuke laying on the ground covered in injuries. After taking Naruto and Sasuke into the hospital I waited until I would hear the reports on their injuries, until I heard of Sasuke's first. As I saw his injuries I was mad and furious that I took that on Naruto, but now I realize that I was not mad at Naruto, I was mad at myself. I took the blame on Naruto and I was wrong. Kakashi finished. Iruka's rage was now gone. He was feeling sorry for Kakashi that now he knows the truth about the reason why he scolded Naruto and kicked him out of the team. So that's why you were mad at Naruto. You blamed him for your mishaps and kicked him out of the team because of that? Iruka asked. Exactly. At the moment Iruka I'm trying to find him and hopefully he'll forgive me for what I have done. Kakashi hoped. Flashback end, time present. After that day, Iruka's anger against Kakashi faded away like nothing had happened. Even though he'd forgiven Kakashi, Kakashi wouldn't forgive himself for what he had said to Naruto. Every day the Jounins would usually help their old friend to forgive himself, however it didn't work out. He still was mad at himself even today for what he had said to Naruto. And he wasn't the only one. Sakura was as well, as her former sensei was mad at herself since she felt like she was the one who scolded him the most. She still remembers the time before Naruto left she had made him promise her that he'll bring Sasuke back. She felt terrible ever since then, including after she realized Sasuke was a power-hungry bastard who would never care for anyone but his revenge and himself. That it may be true, Naruto, but you can't blame them forever? Iruka objected. Can't I? He thought that because we were genin that stage he knew more than us. That's why he handled the curse mark issue on his own, because of pride. I know what happened. I looked through Konoha's history when I heard of his father, the White Fang, who risked his life to save his comrades. Just like me, he was scolded by the shinobi for saving their lives and failing the mission. In the end, he gave up his life one day. I know now that Hatake was doing it to prove to Konoha that the Hatakes are still a great clan. Naruto explained. However, that's still not an excuse for sticking up for that traitor. Naruto finished. Yes, but Naruto. Blaming Kakashi and Sakura won't do any good. They lived with that guilt for the past 2.5 years. Iruka objected. I don't care. Naruto replied. So anyway, let's just wait for our meal, alright, Iruka-sensei? Naruto said with a smile. Alright. Iruka agreed with a smile. However, in the inside, Iruka was disappointed in Naruto for keeping a grudge against Kakashi and Sakura. Naruto, you have changed. Unfortunately, some changes in you are disappointing. Iruka thought, staring at his former student in disappointment. Time skip. After Ichiraku's ramen shop, after Naruto, Enko and Iruka had their meals, they all said goodbye and started to walk away. Enko was holding on to Iruka's right arm. Even though you may not agree, Iruka-kun, I still think Naruto may be right, but that it's been 2.5 years since that day, so why keep a grudge against him? Enko asked. I don't know, Enko-chan. I don't know. Naruto been beaten, disrespected and insulted by the village for years, and yet he forgiven them. But seems like he can't forgive Kakashi and Sakura. Iruka replied. Back with Naruto. Naruto was walking towards his home, the Namake's house. Once there, he heard a few knocks on the door. Knock knock. Naruto walked towards the door to see his former sensei Kakashi. What do you want? Naruto asked in an angry tone. I just came here to see how my former student's doing. May I come in and have a little chat with you, Uzumaki-san? Kakashi asked in his calm voice. Even though you're no longer my sensei, I'll let you in. I just want to know how your punishment in being an ANBU was dropped. Naruto replied and lets Kakashi in his house. Kakashi and Naruto walked towards the living room, which was a huge interior, with expensive-looking wallpaper and had wooden tiling on. There were 2 couches facing each other. At the center of those 2 was a glass coffee table. Kakashi and Naruto sat down on one of the sofas facing each other. So, you wanted to talk to me? Isn't that right, Hatake? Naruto asked in a small, angry tone. Yes, that's correct, Uzumaki-san. Kakashi replied. I wanted to talk to you about how I and you are doing over the past 2.5 years. Kakashi explained. Naruto still had his angry frown on Kakashi. I've been doing well since my training trip began. I have done lots of missions and been to lots of places around the nations, including getting a few souvenirs from those places. Naruto explained, putting his sword next to the sofa. So I see. Kakashi said quietly, looking at Naruto's sword. I guess a lot has happened to you over the past. I am proud, Naruto. Kakashi complimented, changing his view towards Naruto. That's strange. I thought you were mad that your grade A student didn't get this sort of treatment like I have been getting. Naruto replied coldly. Naruto. I know why you're mad at me, and I deserve it. Kakashi said sadly, looking down to the ground. Can't say you don't, since you neglected me and Haruno for that Uchiha, teaching him the very jutsu that put a hole in my chest. Naruto explained. Exactly, Naruto. I don't deserve forgiveness. I have failed you and Sakura and Sasuke. As your sensei that time, I was given a job to protect and teach you all equally in the team. Kakashi explained. Equally, huh? Well, that didn't happen since me and Haruno only knew at that time how to climb a tree with your feet, while you teach the Uchiha a C-class assassination jutsu that could have killed if I didn't know A-class unfinished jutsu that managed to protect myself and defeat the Uchiha. Naruto reminded. Kakashi changed his view towards Naruto. I know, Naruto. All I taught you was to use your feet to climb a tree while Sasuke was taught the Chidori. For that I have failed you all and my sensei. Kakashi said in sadness. I see that you're still upset that I wasn't a god sensei for you? Kakashi guessed. That's not true, Hatake. What upsets me that you and Haruno stood up for that Uchiha when he tried to leave and betray the village against me. I heard that you'd try and drop the charges against him and punish me for his injuries. Naruto reminded. I know that, Naruto, but the truth is that day I was mad at myself. I was angry with myself and I took it on you. It was wrong for me to take my anger on you for that incident. I should have did more than talk to Sasuke. Kakashi admitted again. So you were mad and you took it on me for you failing the team? Am I right? Naruto asked. You're right, Naruto. I took my anger on you for me failing the team. But in the past I have suffered as well. My pride sent one of my teammates to an early grave and my rage killed the other. I have been caught up for those memories that I didn't want that to happen again, but because I was caught up with all of those memories, trying not to make that same mistake, I had been too cautious that I led to the disaster of Team 7. Kakashi explained. So you were caught up with the memories you had of failing your other teammates, that you were too cautious, and that you led the disbanding of Team 7, isn't that right? Naruto asked. You're right, Naruto. Kakashi said. Now let's get to the next subject. Naruto informed. How and why are you on the rank of jonin? I remember Haruno explaining that you were punished by being reassigned back to the ANBU, as I heard. Naruto asked. Well, Naruto, I was in the ANBU, but my performance in ANBU led to the repromotion of the rank jonin. Seems like I'm out of the punishment. Even though I managed to get back to jonin rank, I'm still upset that I was given the rank that I had failed in. Kakashi explained. You should be. You failed to be a jonin, you failed to be our sensei, and you failed my trust. You should have stayed in the ANBU. That was probably the best rank you could have been, since the ANBU have to keep quiet most of the time. Naruto replied. This comment pained Kakashi in the heart like he had a heart attack. Although Kakashi knew he deserved it for sticking up for that traitor. I know, Naruto, but to make up for my failure and disgrace I had to accept the rank of jonin to aid the Leaf. You know that the Leaf still hasn't fully recovered since the sand and sound attack 2.5 years ago. Kakashi reminded. I know, Hatake, I know. Naruto agreed, but still you deserve the guilt and disappointment you have been receiving for standing up for that traitor. Naruto stated. I know. Kakashi agreed, looked up towards Naruto. So now we got that out of the way. I have some news and explaining to do about Sakura, Naruto. Kakashi informed. Naruto turned his face away from Kakashi and ignored the subject about Sakura. Her. I don't want to know a thing about Haruno, Hatake. She was the worst ever. She always wanted her Uchiha, never me. Naruto spat. Naruto, I know you're upset, but Sakura has changed for the better. If you saw how strong she was and how caring to others she was, you would realize how much she had changed. She no longer cares for Sasuke. She, in fact, with the rest of the village, hates Sasuke for betraying and joining Orochimaru. Kakashi objected. You don't know her much, Hatake. In fact, you never knew me and Haruno at all. All you ever cared about was your Uchiha. Naruto replied angrily. Naruto, I did know you and Sakura. You two were my students, and I know you were the prankster and #1 knucklehead and a brave ninja that time. Sakura was a smart and skillful ninja at the time as well. If I never showed you that I knew you, then I am very sorry. Kakashi apologized. Remember last week, Hatake? I'll never forgive you. You and Haruno had your last chance at the hospital, and you wasted that chance for Uchiha. Naruto reminded coldly. I know. Kakashi agreed once more with a hint of sadness. So Naruto, what are your plans now? Kakashi asked, looking back at Naruto. My plans are to enter the Jonin exams and enter the rank Jonin. I'll finally be on the same rank as you, Hatake. Naruto explained. And what else? Kakashi asked. Then after that I'll throw a party here, with my real friends invited for the congratulations and return to Konoha. Naruto finished. Okay. Well, I have to go. Bye, Naruto. With that said, Kakashi left the house, leaving Naruto sitting all by himself. Location: Haruno house. Sakura was back in her room after a long day in the hospital. A long, quiet day. Sakura hasn't said a word all day at the hospital. Her sensei Tsunade was quite worried for her apprentice. Ino was worried for her friend, so Tsunade sent Ino on a small mission to comfort Sakura to make sure she's okay. Knock knock. I'll get it, Mrs. Haruno yelled. Mrs. Haruno opens the door to see her daughter's former rival and now best friend standing in front of the door. Hi, Ino. Mrs. Haruno greeted. Hey, Mrs. Haruno. Ino greeted. Is Sakura here? Ino asked. Yes, she's here. She hasn't said a word since she met her teammate last week. I wanted to have small talk with him, but she told me not to get involved. She's been talking to me, but only a bit. She doesn't say much now. Mrs. Haruno answered. I know. I came here as a mission and a duty as a friend from Lady Tsunade to comfort her and check if she's feeling alright. Ino explained. Make sure she's safe, Ino. I'm awfully worried for her. Mrs. Haruno begged. Ino nodded and walked upstairs to Sakura's room. Knock knock. Ino knocked on Sakura's door. Hello? Sakura, it's me, Ino. Ino called. Still no answer. Ino tried one more time. Sakura, please open the door. Ino begged. Ino had enough, so it was time for action. Alright, I warned you. Ino charged through the door, but made sure that she didn't damage it. Boom! Ino charged through the door. She saw Sakura on her bed, looking towards the ground. Sakura looked at Ino quickly, then turned her head back to the ground. Hey, Sakura, are you feeling okay? Ino asked with concern. Sakura didn't answer. I know that you're upset, but you have to let it go, Sakura. Remember, Naruto just came back, so you still have a chance. Ino informed. Sakura finally gave in and started to speak. I know, Ino, but Naruto hates me now. Kinda sound like someone who used to hate him all the time. I guess it's what I deserve for always rejecting and hurting him all the time. Sakura spoke out. Ino had a worried expression on her face. Sakura, I know how you feel at the moments. You feel sad and depressed, but remember that all your friends were with you and this village saw your performance at the Chunin exams. Naruto hasn't seen you in action yet, remember? Ino reminded. Sakura's expression changed to a small happy smile. I remember, Ino. Sakura said happily. And don't forget that the jonin exams are coming up. Remember that you didn't want to sign up because you wanted to show Naruto what you're made of. Ino reminded one more time. Ever since Sakura passed the Chunin exams a year ago, she didn't want Tsunade to sign her up because she would rather wait for Naruto to see her in the exams to prove that she had changed in case if he had ever doubted her. I remember, Ino. And you're right, I have a chance to prove that I have changed. I heard Naruto-kun is going to sign up for the jonin exams. In that case I'll join. I have to prove Naruto that I'm not that Uchiha fangirl anymore. Sakura said happily. Ino smiled, happy that her best friend is okay again. Good for you, Sakura. Ino complimented. Hey Sakura. Doesn't Naruto know about what had happened to Sasuke? Ino asked. No, he doesn't know. Naruto refuses to listen to what had happened to me, Kakashi-sensei and Sasuke. Sakura answered. I don't think it will be long until he learns what had happened to him. Anyway, I'm off now. Good be ye and good night, Sakura. Ino waved and smiled, leaving the Haruno's house. Just you wait, Naruto-kun. I'm going to show you that the old Sakura who only cared for Sasuke is gone and that the new one is here. Sakura thought happily, then got changed, then went to bed. It was dark, hardly visible to the naked eye if it wasn't for the bright brown-yellow ground helping to see. Unfortunately, its distance wasn't far as you could only see 10 meters in the circle. Our female hero, Sakura Haruno, was surrounded by darkness. She couldn't believe where she was. Last night she went to bed and now she is in this strange weird place. Why? Even with the ground glowing she still couldn't see an end to the darkness. She saw no end and probably make out that there is no end. Sasuke, you in? A female voice shouted. Sakura looked all around her surroundings to find a young version of Naruto holding a young version of Sasuke. She saw Naruto injuries. She couldn't believe he was alive after all that. Blood covered most of his clothing. He had a hole on High Jacket's chest, and she could see that he was beginning to turn pale due to the amount of blood he had lost. Sasuke was injured as well, but not as bad as Naruto was. She could see that he had a few bruises on his left arm, can tell that he has a broken finger and a sprained ankle. Comparing the two, Naruto was probably at the verge of death. Sasuke wasn't even close. By a far distance he was from dying. Naruto had his right arm wrapped around Sasuke's back and had Sasuke's arm wrapped around Naruto's neck. Sasuke was limping due to the sprained ankle he had received. Back then Sakura would just run and take care of Sasuke, but now she sees that Naruto has sustained worse injuries that he should be taken care of first. Naruto, are you okay? Sakura asked, worried for her blonde teammate. She didn't care about Sasuke since he abandoned the village first and never cared for his friend or teammates. Why care for him if he doesn't care for you? Sakura was about to run up to Naruto until something ran through her like a ghost. What she saw was the young version of herself, running up to Sasuke and Naruto. Sasuke, you in? Shouted the worried young Sakura. Naruto saw the young Sakura and gave his smile to her and asked Sakura-chan, I kept my promise to you. Aren't you happy? Punch! This made the older Sakura upset as she saw her younger form punch Naruto in the stomach. Happy? Happy? Screamed the young Sakura. What do you think would make me happy? Killing Sasuke-kun, you baka. I told you to do one thing and this is the result, you stupid baka? Screamed the young Sakura in rage. Wait, stop please. Naruto didn't have a choice that time. The older Sakura begged. The young Sakura didn't respond, instead continued to yell at Naruto. The villagers were right. You are a demon. You're just jealous that Sasuke-kun is much better and stronger than you damn demon. The young Sakura screamed. This pained the older Sakura's heart as she regretted hurting Naruto. She wanted her younger self to stop screaming at the young Naruto. Back then she didn't think that Naruto had sustained more injuries than Sasuke, but now she knows and still regrets today. But Sakura-chan? I brought Sasuke team back. Aren't you happy that he's back? Naruto asked with wide eyes of shock mixed with sadness. I would be happy if you didn't try to kill him, you baka. Sakura yelled, then took Sasuke away from Naruto. Sasuke-kun, are you okay? Sakura asked with concern and sadness in her voice. Groans HRRR. The young Sasuke groaned in pain. Don't worry, Sasuke-kun. You'll be alright. The young Sakura said smoothly. And you Uzumaki stay away from me and Sasuke-kun. You got that, demon? The young Sakura shouted. Sniff sniff asterisk. But Sakura-chan, I did it for you. I love you. Naruto was now crying. Yeah, right. Like I'll ever love an idiot like you. Sakura yelled. The older Sakura was completely angry with her younger self as she realized now that it was Sasuke's fault that time. She should have realized it sooner that Sasuke was the one in fault in hand. Come on, Sasuke-kun, let's get you to a hospital. Far away from this demon, the young Sakura said, walking into the darkness. Why did you say that? Just to defend this stupid bastard? The older Sakura demanded. The young Sakura noticed her older self outburst. She smirked and turned around. Come on. Why are you defending that demon? He's the reason why Sasuke-kun left. He's the reason why he's injured. the young Sakura replied. Can't you see he has sustained more injuries than that bastard? The older Sakura asked. So what? He deserves it after hurting our Sasuke-kun. The young Sakura smirked evilly, then left with the young Sasuke. The older Sakura rushed towards Naruto and hugged him. Naruto, I'm so sorry for what I have done. I mean for what she did. I mean for what we did. Sakura shouted in her sad voice. Naruto. It doesn't matter now. I don't love Sasuke anymore, more I love you. I had feelings deep down inside me for you that were buried all because I had a crush. Naruto, I hope you forgive me. Sakura explained and hoped. The young Naruto pushed Sakura away from him. Forgive you? Forgive you? Naruto screamed with tears in his eyes. Sakura went wide-eyed at his outburst and action. All you ever care about is the team. Even though he tried to kill me, you still love him. I thought after we graduated from the academy, you changed your perspective on me just like the whole village along with everyone who had graduated from the academy. But I see that you're the same Uchiha fangirl that will always love your Sasuke-kun. If that's the way you are, fine, I'll leave you alone. Naruto scolded, then walked towards the darkness, fading away. Naruto Kyuin. Wait! Sakura yelled, then started to run after the young Naruto. But Sakura was stopped and fell in the ground. Suddenly the ground had turned into water which was pulling Sakura in like quicksand. What is this stuff? Sakura asked herself. She saw that her feet were gone and her shoe was up to her ankles. She struggled to get out by pulling one of her legs. Sakura pulled her right leg hard in order to get out of the quicksand-like substance. The suction of the water like mud was too great for Sakura to overpower. Seeing that she had sunk until her waist, Sakura had no choice but to call for help as she began to worry. Help! Someone please help me! Sakura screamed, yet no answer. Naruto! Help please! Sakura begged, still no answer from anyone. Usually at this case Naruto would jump in and save her from this sort of fate, but she thinks that he will not save her in this situation. Sakura looked around to see if there was anything to grab onto and pull herself out, but there was nothing in sight. She looked back down to see that her skirt was now gone, and she was a stomach deep. Sakura quickly used her head to figure out a way to escape the liquid substance. She figured that if she was to use her chakra on her hands she could push herself out of the quicksand-like substance. Channeling her chakra to her hands, Sakura began to push herself out with all the strength she has. Even though for the past 2.5 years of training with one of the strongest kunoichis in the village and having a comparable strength to Tsunade's, Sakura still couldn't overpower the quicksand-like substance. She heard footsteps coming from behind her. She looked around to see that the figure that had passed her was the present Naruto. But instead of helping Sakura to get out of the death trap, he just walked past her like this situation was nothing. Sakura noticed Naruto's reaction and felt heartbroken as the man who sworn to protect her no matter what had just passed her. Naruto! Help me please! Sakura shouted in horror. Naruto stopped and crossed his arms. Why should I? Once I save you you'll just hate me because the Uchiha wasn't here to save you. The only one who would you let save you would always be the Uchiha, and no one else but the Uchiha. My strength and chakra would be meaningless to use if you're willing to let the bastard save you only. Naruto explained. Naruto! I'm sorry, please. I don't want to die here, please. I have a lot to give you and a lot to do with you. Please just give me another chance and save me. Sakura begged worriedly, tears forming in her eyes. There's nothing for you to give, Haruno. You're too late. There will never be a second chance with you, so why don't you run to your Uchiha and ask him for help? Naruto then started to walk away into the darkness. Naruto! I'm sorry! Please! Sakura screamed on last time. Sakura looked down to see that she was a chest deep in the quicksand-like substance. She panicked without thinking and started to channel more chakra in her hands and pushed herself up harder and harder. Because of this stupid act she pulled, there was too much chakra in her hands that they broke the water, pushing her hands all the way in the quicksand-like substance along with her arms. After realizing her mistake, Sakura began to push her arms up hard, trying to free them from the grasp of the substance. She couldn't free them as the grip of the substance was too great for her to overcome. Passing her chest, Sakura was up to her shoulders. She could feel the pressure of the substance getting to her, as the pressure was forcing her oxygen out of her body, making Sakura struggling to breathe as well. She had to get out. She wasn't willing to die without showing Naruto that she loves him. With her struggling breath, Sakura screamed for help once again. Help! Please, someone! Help! Please! I don't want to die! Someone help! No one was in sight still. Sakura had no choice but to accept her fate as the substance pulled her up to her neck. She looked up as she felt herself sinking deeper and deeper. Looking up towards the dark ceiling or sky, it was hard for her to make out if it was a ceiling or a very dark sky. She wasn't sure if she was looking at either of those two. While looking up at the ceiling or sky, she had final thought on everyone in Konoha. She even saved the last of her thoughts for Naruto, as she remembered who he was, the man who always loved her no matter what. And Naruto-kun, I'm sorry and I love you, Sakura said quietly, her mouth submerged into the substance, her nose taking one last huge sniff to suck up air, then submerged as well. She closed her eyes, tears streaming down her cheeks. Then her eyes were submerged in the substance along with the rest of her head. The only thing that was still on the surface of the substance was a patch of pink hair which was soon consumed by the substance as well. Sakura reopened her eyes to find that she was still alive and well. She looked around and felt like swimming. She was swimming in the quicksand-like substance which had turned back to normal water. She swam all the way back to the surface only to it, as it felt like it was frozen like ice. Strange thing was that Sakura could breathe underwater as well. Realizing this, Sakura had become very confused, but was interrupted when she felt motion behind her. She felt something swimming, something really, really big. She turned around to see nothing and turned back to see a huge creature rising to see her. She saw a large giant fox with red eyes and black eye patches, body was red, had 9 tails as well. Sakura went wide eyes and panicked as she soon realized that this was the 9-tailed fox, the Kyuubi that had attacked Konoha 15 years ago. Ready to die, girl? The Kyuubi asked and smirked evilly, then charged at her ready to eat her. Ah! Sakura screamed before getting munched by the demon fox. Location, Konoha. Specific location, Haruno residence, Sakura's room. Sakura woke up immediately, sweating from the event she had just had. Looking around, she was in her room. She wasn't in her ninja uniform, she was in her pajamas, which were long pink trousers and jumper. Sakura realizes that all that had just happened was nothing more but a simple dream, more of a nightmare to be sure. A nightmare that she had been used to by now. The only thing that was different about the dream was that the present Naruto was in it now. Had been a week since Ino came to her house and helped her with her self-despair. This wasn't the first time she had a nightmare similar to this. Ever since the hospital incident 2.5 years ago, Sakura couldn't get one good dream, as she was always having dreams about Naruto's depression and change because of that incident. She looked at her clock which said 8 a.m., which was the time she should be getting up now and go to the hospital. Sakura quickly got changed and looked at herself in front of a mirror. Today is the day that I will start to win Naruto-kun's trust, friendship, and maybe even his heart. Sakura thought with herself, then gave herself a smile, then left to the hospital where she will be asking her sensei Tsunade to sign her up for the jonin exams. Location, Namike's house. Naruto had just gotten changed into his ninja outfit and looked at himself in the mirror. He can see his young genin self on the mirror and smiled. He had come from being called demon brat to true hero. He had finally showed this village what he's actually made of. He could remember just like it was yesterday that he was just a small little genin, who was always called a demon and had nobody as a family. Except a few people which had come to his life. Like the Konoha 9, Tsunade, Shizen, Taunton, Iruka and Jiraiya. He used to have a person who he could call a brother until he betrayed him, Sasuke Uchiha, and the girl of his dreams, Sakura Haruno, and finally a person who he could have called sensei, Kakashi Hatake. But he tend to forget about them, and all that, and just move on with his life and achieve his dreams on becoming Hokage. After a few minutes of staring into the mirror, Naruto left his house to go to the cemetery to see an old friend of his. An old friend that believed in him from the beginning when no one else did. Time skip, 10 minutes, location, cemetery. Naruto was standing in front of a grave. He kneeled down to the grave to wipe off some dirt to uncover the description of the grave. Sandomi, Hokage, hero of the leaf, true Hokage, friend and sensei, shall he be missed by all? After staring at the grave for a few seconds, Naruto stood up. Hey old man, guess what, I'm going to become a jonin soon. Naruto explained with a smile on his face. I wish you were here right now and see how much I have accomplished with my life, since the day I graduated from the academy. Naruto wished. I'm hero of the leaf now, and I have become pervy sage student. He's kind of a huge pervert, just like you when I used sexy jutsu on you. Naruto continued, even though when the whole village hated me, you never gave up on your word and always protected me from getting killed. I was lucky to have you as a friend, old man. You believed in me and saved me from despair. Naruto added, but unfortunately, I guess you heard that the last Uchiha had turned a traitor and decided to leave this village. I saved him from Orochimaru. As I thought that Hatake and Haruno would be happy for me for bringing the Uchiha back, they were upset that I had injured him. I know you meant better. It wasn't your fault that those two protected a traitor. I'm also sorry that the Uchiha hasn't turned out like I did when you helped him with his life. Naruto explained with a sad expression and voice. I'm sorry for all that had happened to him, but it wasn't your fault. It was Itachi's fault. Naruto finished. But I am happy that you helped me and supported me all the way through. Thanks, old man, you're the best. Naruto gave his smile again with his eyes smiling as well. Naruto then walked up to another gravestone which said, Yandame, Hokage, yellow flash of the leaf, strongest of all the past 3 Hokages, died a great hero of the leaf. Shall he never be forgotten? Naruto smiled at his father's grave, as he was happy that the village loved him as a hero. Hey dad. How are you doing? Naruto asked. I'm fine, dad, really. I just came here to say that, I'm sorry, very, very sorry that I hated you the day I graduated from the academy. Naruto apologized in a sad, soft voice. Even when I left the village to train with Pervy Sage, I still hated you. But while on our trip we did a few missions together. Missions which had tough decisions to make. Naruto informed. I realize now that your decision to put the Kyuubi in me was a very difficult one. You didn't have much of a choice in that matter. You had to find a way to defeat the demon and had to use me. I realize now that decisions aren't easy to make as they could have a terrible consequence in the end. I now know that the day you died, You were either going to seal the beast in me or let the village get destroyed. I'm very sorry for hating you for a decision which had to be made. Naruto apologized. I'm having a nice time and a nice life so far, Dad. I just wish you and Mom could see me already. Me, the hero of the leaf, the future Hokage and frog sage. I love you and Mom very much, Naruto said, giving a smile. Naruto then started to leave, but he saw 3 small figures in front of him running towards him. The 3 figures seemed to be in their early 13s. One was wearing a long blue scarf, had a green jumper on and blue long pants, spiky brown hair and a leaf headband on, wearing dark blue shoes. Had fair skin and black eyes. He was Konohamaru. Another figure seemed to be female. She had orange hair which was sticking up with each side being held by a band, wearing a gray-brown skirt and red shirt, as well as light blue shoes. Fair skin, black eyes. Wearing a leaf headband as well. Her name was Moegi. The other figure had glasses on, brown spiky hair, green jumper and brown-gray shorts. The figure seemed to be male. Fair skin, black eyes. Wearing a leaf headband as well. His name was Udan. Naruto instantly noticed them and gave a huge smile to the 3 young teens. Konohamaru, Moegi, Udan, it's good to see you all again. Naruto smiled with a happy tone and voice. Hey boss! The trio yelled happily, waving their hands at him. Konohamaru, Moegi and Udan stopped in front of Naruto to see that he had grown much taller since the last time they met. Wow! Boss, you're tall. How did you do that? Konohamaru asked surprisingly. Well, I have been drinking a lot of milk lately, Naruto explained, but look at you. You've grown tall as well. You're about the size as I was when I was your age. Naruto complimented with a smile. Yeah. We have grown a bit. But look at you. It looks like you had more than a simple training trip? Konohamaru asked in excitement. I have been doing a few missions with the pervy sage. Speaking of missions, how was yours? Naruto asked with a smile. Well, we were on a B-rank mission to escort a few village people to another village. No enemy ninjas, I'm afraid. Konohamaru explained. And how'd genin like you 3 enter a A-rank mission? Naruto asked. We all made it to the rank Chunin on the Chunin exams. Udan explained. We've been doing a lot of great missions and hard ones as well with Ebisu-sensei. Moegi finished. Ebisu? That guy is your sensei? Naruto asked, shockingly. Yeah. We know he's a complete pervert. Konohamaru admitted. Only because you keep using that jutsu that disgraces all women around the entire ninja world. Moegi said, her expression turning angry towards Konohamaru. You must be talking about sexy jutsu. It is the first jutsu I learned and the most effective against perverts. Naruto smiled, hearing that his friend is still using his old jutsu. True. Hey! What about a contest? Konohamaru suggested. Bam! Moegi hits Konohamaru on the back of the head. Use that jutsu in public. I'm never going to be your friend again. Moegi shouted in rage. Alright, we'll do it in private. Konohamaru said. Moegi sighed in frustration. I know that I'll win the contest. Naruto smiled. Your team kind of represents a bit of my old team. Naruto said with another smile. Oh yeah. Speaking of teams, have you heard of your girl boss? How she's been doing? Konohamaru asked with a smile. Please, Konohamaru. Never call her my girl again. Naruto dropped the smile, changing his expression to an angry frown. But boss. She's your girl, remember? Konohamaru asked in concern. Not anymore. I gave her many chances and she's wasted them. Never call her my girl again. Naruto sounded a bit harsh. Alright, boss. Konohamaru agreed in a sad tone. So boss. I bet that I'm much stronger than you now. Konohamaru said in an excited tone. I'm not so sure, Konohamaru. I'm signing up for the jonin exams and I'm going to battle some real good nins out there. Naruto explained with a smile. But I just reached the same rank as you are in, and I just mastered the Rasengan. Now I have to be a jonin and get a cool long sword like you have. Konohamaru pouted in annoyance. I'm sure that you and I can have a small spar soon. Naruto smiled. Anyway. It was nice talking to 3 of you and I hope Ebisu takes care of you well. Naruto hoped, then walked away waving his hand at them with a smile on his face. If you only knew, boss, how much your girl loves you. Konohamaru thought with a sad smile on his face. Location, Hokage's office. A few jounins were standing in front of the Hokage's desk. In the group was Jiraiya, arms folded and waiting for Tsunade to talk. There's a lot of jounins who had assigned their students in for this year's jounin exams. Any other participations? Tsunade asked. The group stayed silent. Then in that case, I sign in my apprentice, Sakura Haruno. Her skills have leveled up since the Chunin exams. She would be very valuable in the rank jounin. Tsunade announced. I sign in my student, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I've seen his fighting for a while and know what strength he possesses. He's very valuable in the rank jounin, and he would make a very great impression on the shinobi that many of its citizens would want to sign up for, thus increasing the amount of shinobi in the leaf. Jiraiya explained. Then it's settled then. The new contestants for the exams are Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze and Sakura Haruno added to the jounin exams. Any other entries? Tsunade asked one more time. No one answered. Good. Then let's get all the students ready for the jonin exams. Tsunade ordered. Hi Hokage-sama. The entire group followed then left, except for Jiraiya. Jiraiya, does Naruto know anything about Sasuke Uchiha? About that little incident? Tsunade asked, narrowing her eyes. Not at all. But soon he'll know the truth. One way or another. Jiraiya explained. I can't believe that Naruto-kun doesn't want to know about his former sensei and teammate. Shizen said in disbelief. I know. I didn't think that Naruto would hold a grudge against his former sensei and student. He doesn't know how much Sakura has changed over the past 2.5 years. Sakura wants to use these exams as an opportunity to prove that she had changed for the better. Tsunade explained. I agree. It's time to end Naruto's stubbornness and show him what your student has achieved. Jiraiya agreed. Location, Hokage's tower, specific location, outside the test room. Naruto was looking on the board of the names of the Chunins that have entered the jonin exams. Total amount of Chunins, 300. Amount remaining, 300. There are sure a lot of Chunins that have entered this year's exams. This will be a great challenge for me. Naruto smirked with a smile on his face. Sakura was behind Naruto, looking at the blonde, then turning her head towards the board. So many entries. But I'm not afraid. I have to show Naruto-kun that I have changed and earn his acceptance. Doesn't matter if I have to face a whole army. Sakura thought with a smile on her face. Around Naruto and Sakura were one of the few 48 Chunins that were entering, counting Naruto and Sakura as well. That makes 50 Chunins in total in the room. Sakura was quite worried but ignored it. If the Chunin exams were tough back then the jonin exams must be much more tougher. Naruto wasn't worried, as he was more excited to get to the third exam where all the students that were entering would have to fight for the rank. There were 3 villages hosting the exams. Those were the Sand, Leaf and Cloud. Each village had 100 Chunins entering. Naruto couldn't help but feel the excitement and adrenaline through his veins as he was looking at the amount of Chunins that were entering the exams. Sakura was very nervous and scared that she may fail the exams. But her determination pushed her to get over with the exams. Naruto hadn't noticed Sakura was behind him. Sakura wanted to make sure she surprises him as soon as she passes the first exam. Finally, a figure with a scare on his nose, tan skin and a black coat wearing gray pants came through the door of the exams. His headband was more of a type of handkerchief cap he was wearing on his head, colored black, with the leaf symbol on. I'm sorry, but I don't know what those things are called. His name was Ibiki. Alright, maggots. Ibiki announced, you all think that you make your own rules by cheating. However, you do not make the rules, I do. Ibiki explained, if I see any of you cheating or getting a shortcut, you will be terminated from the exams. Ibiki explained, however, if you fail the exams, some of you will be not only terminated from the exams, but you will be permanently off the shinobi program. This is your final warning. Ibiki warned with an evil smirk on his face, enjoying everyone's looks of fear. The entire group was scarred. They didn't want to fail this year's exams, but they also want to remain shinobi of the leaf. After a moment of silence, about 15 people left the room, which qualifies as an instant termination from the exams. Naruto wasn't scarred, not after the Chunin exams. By now he knows all of Ibiki's tricks. Sakura was scared. Yes, it could be the only time she could convince Naruto that she had changed, but it also could be the last time she would be called a shinobi. By this stage the young Kuniochi decided to forget her fears and continue on with the exams. Ibiki smirked one more time, then I hereby start the exams. There will be one person coming with me through the room behind me. Rules are simple. All you got to do is walk through the room and you pass the first test. Ibiki explained. That's it. This is easy. There's no way I'll be terminated from the exams because of this test. A random Chunin shouted out in confidence. Ibiki looked at the Chunin and asked, if you think this is gonna be easy, why don't you go first? With a smirk on his face. PRRR, piece of cake. The Chunin said before walking towards the door. Watch your step, maggot. Ibiki warned. No sweat, this won't take long. The Chunin said with a smirk before entering the room with Ibiki. It's been about a few seconds since he entered. Everyone was quiet. Some were sweating in fear. Others were peeing in their pants. The rest were not scarred. They were confident to win the exams. The silence was broke by a loud scream. H. The scream appears to be coming from the Chunin that had just entered the room. The door burst open with the Chunin panting and sweating in fear. He was acting like he saw something that had scarred the living life out of him. He was wide-eyed and terrified. He could barely move. He was still panting on the floor. Ibiki walked out of the room next, with a smirk on his face. First rule, maggots. Don't and never ever underestimate your enemies or trials. Or you end up a scared cat over here, isn't that right? Ibiki asked, amused of the Chunin's fear. Pant. The Chunin just panted still. Ibiki pulled out a walkie-talkie out of his jacket's pockets. We need a medic here. One of the Chunins just got eliminated from the exams. Ibiki informed, puts walkie-talkie back into his pocket. The medic team arrived and grabbed the Chunin, then rushed towards the hospital. The group was not just terrified, they were beyond terrified. They just saw one Chunin walk through the room less than a minute, and he already was sweating in fear. 15 other Chunins left the room in fear, leaving only 19 Chunins remaining. Naruto wasn't surprised though. He knew something like this would happen and it just did. Sakura was surprised. Only a few minutes ago there were 50 Chunins, now there's 19 Chunins left in the whole group, and this is just the first test of the exams. Alright. Now who's first? Ibiki asked with a smirk on his face. Naruto stepped forwards in front of Ibiki. I remember you, you're that jonin who said he won't ever give up in the Chunin exams. Let's see if you still have that courage you had back then. Ibiki then opened the door, letting Naruto through. Ibiki then followed Naruto. Location: the room. The room Naruto and Ibiki walked through was dark, very dark. He could only see Ibiki and himself. So what's the test? Naruto asked. A ninja must always see through deception. All you have to do is walk all the way through this room towards the other end and you pass. Ibiki explained. That's what you said to the other guy before he ran out like a baby. Naruto reminded. Are there any other rules you would like to point out or do I have to find out for myself? Naruto asked. It won't be a surprise if I tell you now. Ibiki replied. Naruto walked a few meters into the room, until he heard some groaning from behind him. He turned around to see the one person he once called as his brother, Sasuke Uchiha, being carried by Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the young genin form of Naruto. Naruto knew this was genjutsu. He just wished that he would spit at that traitor's face for abandoning him and leaving the village to join Orochimaru. Naruto then heard a scream of worry. He couldn't hear clearly, but the scream got louder and louder by the second. He turned around to see a young girl, with a red dress on wearing bicycle shorts, had pink short hair, with green jade eyes. The girl Naruto saw was the young Harino Sakura. He saw Sakura running to his younger self and Sasuke, with a worried look on her face. Sakura-chan, I brought Sasuke team back just as I promised. Naruto informed with a big smile on his face. Punch! Naruto was punched in the stomach by Sakura hard. I told you to bring Sasuke-kun back to me. Not injure him until he dies, you baka. Sakura screamed in rage. But Sakura-chan, I brought Sasuke team back like I promised. Aren't you happy? The young Naruto asked with a mix of confusion and sadness. The older Naruto turned around to continue walking, ignoring the pink-haired genin and continuing to walk towards the other end of the room, while the three genin were disappearing into the darkness. Poof! Ibiki was in front of Naruto. Seems like you're not an idiot after all, huh, maggot? Ibiki smirked. That was just an appetizer, the real course comes here. Ibiki informed. Naruto just smirked and continued walking. While Naruto was walking, a crowd of villagers and ninjas were lined up on each side, shouting at Naruto. You damn demon! You killed my wife! Shouted a villager in rage. You should have never been born! Screamed a villager in rage. The only thing you are is a burden to this village and a disgrace to it as well. Yelled a ninja in rage. Why won't you leave? Demanded a villager while crying. We don't want you here. Go! Ordered a ninja in rage.